Why, hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. We honestly can just jump right into this, actually. So, I'm gonna be honest, this might be the earliest I think I've ever streamed. Actually, no, I take that back. Well, actually, no. Yeah, no, that would be correct. Uh, the earliest I've streamed, I think, is 4 p.m. because I remember doing an 8-hour session of Innkeeping, and I started at like 4 p.m. or something. Yeah, I remember now. Oh, it's a long time ago. But here, I'll go ahead and turn on the VTuber. Hopefully I'm not too loud. I'm actually gonna play back the stream on my phone real quick, just to make sure I'm not too loud or too quiet. So, I'm gonna take off my headphones for a moment while I do that. No, I don't want to go to creator mode. Yeah, watch the stream. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Okay, let's do a little bit talking. Okay, that sounds fine. You guys probably hear me on the stream. Sorry about that. Okay. I was looking through the prehistoric kingdom VOD, and I found that my audio was really quiet. And I found out that the reason that was happening was because I had forgot to. I think the volume, my mic volume was too low, and then I also forgot to put my filters on my desktop setup, so I didn't have any of my mic filters on. So it should be better now. I should be much more hearable, and stuff. So we should be good to go. Yeah, no, this is definitely one of those unscheduled sort of streams. I decided I wanted to get some Blender work done today, so we are just going to jump right into it. So if you give me one moment, I'll get you guys switched over. There you go. We don't need Discord. Oh, you guys can't hear the global audio, so I was like, there we go. But yeah, no, we're just gonna jump right into it. Like I said, I have some work I have to do. So you guys maybe remember the last dev stream we did. I was basically working on this little cubicle. I'm working on a bunch of different scenery objects for the lab levels, which are, if I were to just disable this for a second, which are like this kind of stuff, the chemical storage and all this. So I was kind of going through and just getting stuff set up for that. So I know for a fact, yeah, barrel's fine. This is just a basic chemical storage thing. I'm trying to keep it like low poly because I really don't want to put in too much crazy effort into making this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is the cubicle's basically done. So I might just go ahead and unwrap this actually. No, actually I'll leave it. I'm gonna make another collection. I'm just gonna call this cubicle. I don't want to merge anything yet until I actually am ready to do all that stuff with it. But we've got the cubicle here, which this is just like something we can duplicate and it will just like attach right here on the side. Should be fine with that. Also, I'm gonna quickly run an ad because it's gonna yell at me if I don't. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the VOD viewers. Honestly, I would totally be okay if I could disable ads on Twitch because like I don't really benefit from them. I get like a couple cents from ads. It's really inconsequential. But it would be nice if you guys didn't have to watch like a pre-roll and stuff. But I guess that's motivation to subscribe, at least on Twitch. I know YouTube memberships requires a. I think I have all the requirements for unlocking YouTube membership on the YouTube account. I think the only thing I'm missing is watch time, which is like it's like I think you need like 3,000 watch hours in a year. Like in a span of 365 days, you need about like 3,000 watch hours on your channel, and I have like actually I could probably check it right now actually. Here I'll actually check it right now live on stream, and I'll tell you guys real quick here. YouTube Studio. Yep, they have a whole section for this. Here we go. Well, this is for supers and for shopping and memberships. Yeah, memberships. There we go. I think memberships on YouTube is basically the same as like subscribing on Twitch. Excite your audience with access to exclusive perks as a monthly paying member. Viewers will be able to join from your channel and video pages. You'll receive 70% of the net revenue. Yeah, so basically you can like subscribe to your favorite channels, which is interesting. But I have everything to unlock that because I have over 500 subscribers and 3 video uploads in the past 90 days. I don't have the watch hours though. My watch hours are currently at like 244, and I need 3,000. So yeah, watch hours are kind of struggling right now on the channel, but that's okay. I mean, my videos don't get a huge amount of views anyway, so it makes sense to me. And shorts views and video views are actually a separate category, so they don't add up together. So that's why I kind of want to try and do more videos. But it's okay. I mean, like I said, my innkeeping highlights are pretty fun, and I enjoy doing them. In fact, we will be, tomorrow after innkeeping tomorrow, I can get the July innkeeping highlight out. So that'll be out by next week, and then I'll get all the clips and stuff uploaded to. I'll get all the clips and shorts uploaded to YouTube and Twitter, and just have those scheduled for the next week. I think that's kind of my current game plan, is just have everything scheduled for the rest of the week, because I did that for this week and it's been working out really well. So yeah. Okay, well, we don't need lab tuning anymore. Not lab tuning, sorry, we don't want that. Chemical barrel, chemical storage, specimen containment, and then this doohickey. I guess we could probably like build one of these rooms like here. So if we have a chemical storage room, right? So this is like, this is our quote unquote chemical storage room. Although I'm not really happy with how the texturing came out. I might actually change it back to the stone. But if we were to take this and just duplicate this, also, where are the doors? I just want to know what the doors are for a moment. There we go. Turn that off for a second. So you've got like this space. So I'm thinking like we could have, because like I don't know, like with the with these chemical storages, I just kind of want them to be like this. So maybe have like 1, 2. I think the biggest thing is adding like variety to the layout, like making it look a little bit more natural, because everything isn't like perfectly aligned. So that's why like I kind of like doing stuff like this where I rotate them a little bit. I think this one probably needs to go like right here. Yeah, I don't know. I like looking at online images because it usually helps you determine what they're gonna look like. Here, I'm gonna look up chemical storage. I think I actually had something for references. Actually, oh, I do actually have references. Yeah, see, it's kind of difficult. Okay, so chemical storage room. I always kind of like looking at references because it usually gives you an idea of what stuff is supposed to be like. Like I just found a pretty interesting image that I think I might actually just emulate this because this actually looks pretty good. Okay, we might actually use this image. This actually looks pretty good. Okay, but that requires me to make a shelf and pallets. Okay. Yeah, so originally I was just gonna have these tanks, but we'll actually still use these tanks, but we are going to make some extra models here real quick. So what I need to make, first off, let me save this image, because it's actually pretty good. Okay, and I'm gonna use that as my reference. Actually, I'll drag it into Blender so you guys can see it as well. Actually, bam. This is the image I'm looking at right now, like this one. So I'm thinking for the chemical storage, and for some of the other ones too, we can make these like little shelves with pallets on them, and then have like the little barrels on top. We already have the barrels, so we just need to make the pallet and stuff. Which the pallet is very easy to make. I can't imagine it being any more difficult than just doing. Let's see. I can't imagine it being any more difficult than just doing. Oh shoot, I forgot. Yeah. Can we do 0.1? There we go. And then can we do 0.1? All right. Whatever. I'll commodify the sizes later. I can't imagine this being any more difficult than just doing this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. X1. -2. I could shrink this down as well eventually. And then just duplicate this, rotate it 90 degrees, pull it up a little bit, snap it. And then the palette is kind of just like over the top of it. Well, actually, I might have this be a separate object just so I can do this. And then we'll do an array. There we go. 2. And then kind of just size that properly. I mean, that's like a basic palette. Although, to be honest, these guys are a little bit too far. So we're gonna actually do this, and then I'm actually just gonna put this right here, and then I'm just gonna do another array modifier because I am lazy. Actually, no, wait, this doesn't look like a palette anymore. Only needs like 3. So we'll just do. It's probably doing this like entirely wrong. I mean, that's pretty much a palette, I would say. And then just kind of bringing this down a little bit. But maybe I should just look up what a palette looks like, you know? Maybe I shouldn't be trying to wing this. Flat transport structure. Okay. See, that looks a little better. Interesting. Okay, so there's. Okay, here, we're gonna redo this. So we've got the boards on the top. And then I'll have this cubicle for a second. We've got kind of one on the bottom here. Not gonna be exact, but pretty much like this. So one right here, and then origin to cursor, mirror. There we go. So like that. And then actually I will actually have this come out to the edge here because I'm going off of an image I'm looking at right now. So okay, and then kind of looks like they have. Oh shoot, they have like this. This. Okay. And then we need to do bam and bam. Go. Drag those down a little bit like that. And then it kind of just looks like. Kind of just has something like this going on where they kind of just meet like in the center. Like 0.1. Well, I can always fix it in post. It's okay. So we'll just leave it like that. So it kind of has something like this going on where it's like, yeah, on this side. And then the last thing I'm missing is I need to actually have one of these in the center. Nope. There we go. Like that. There we go. That's basically a palette. So pretty much. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. So we can we could live with that. I think the only thing is I'll make the top part of this a little bit shorter because it is a little bit too broad. So we'll kind of like shrink that down just a little bit, like that. There we go. All right, basic palette done. I'm just gonna apply all these because why not? Pretty straightforward. Just merge these together and then origin to 3D cursor. And then we're gonna kind of just move this up like this, and voila. We now got ourselves a nice little palette. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got a nice little palette. So the palette's gonna be holding the jugs, and then we just need to make like some shelves, and then these will be perfect. I'm not gonna make this like other stuff because that's not really necessary. But I like the idea of these like little shelves and stuff that kind of just hold the palettes. It doesn't even look like they have like floor. It's just like a bunch of metal bars, which I believe I can actually model these pretty decently quickly. Because if I remember correctly, it's just gonna be something like something like this. Yeah, today's stream ain't gonna be too crazy with the entertainment value. I am literally just getting work done, and honestly, streaming it is really helpful because it actually gets me to work on it. So, also, I am streaming a bit earlier than I usually do. So, I have a friend of mine who's gonna be streaming tonight. He's gonna be doing Baldur's Gate again, and I'm excited for his stream because I wanted to watch more of it. So I will be watching that when the time comes. So I am very excited. -1, next -1. So what I'm doing is I'm just like making the baseline for this little doodad. And yeah, the idea is like this is like a shelf. Although I might XY 0.5 like do like that, and then how big are the palettes? The palettes are a little bit big. Actually, we could base it off of the palettes actually. So if we do like like that, yeah, something like this, and then maybe I'll do like instead of 1, it's like 2, like right here. Yeah, that might work. There you go. Something like this. And then I'll probably have like a bar in the middle, and then this will just be like one whole shelf. Yeah. Yeah, here, I'll actually do that real quick here. But yeah, no, I was enjoying watching my friend play Baldur's Gate. I don't think I could ever play Baldur's Gate 3. It's really like not my kind of game. I've never really been a huge fan of the tabletop sort of games. TRPGs. I think I actually heard about TRPGs doing VCAT actually, ironically. I think they were talking about them. But they're just kind of like not my cup of tea, to be honest. They are definitely not for me. So it's okay though. Not every obviously games don't have to be made specifically for me. I'm just saying. Actually, we'll do like this just so we have one palette on one side, one palette. Actually, does this actually fit in this little quadrant? It does. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it like this. That's fine. But yeah, no, obviously it doesn't have to be something I like. So I've never really been a fan of the top down games. I always like being the person directly. So yeah, like first person or even third person. I like I like controlling the character directly and not just like pointing to where he needs to go. I've always preferred it that way. So we'll do an array to duplicate this up, I think. So we need to do like this. But yeah, I've always I've never, like I said, I've never really been a huge fan. These barrels are way too big. Yeah, we'll do like that instead. Never really been too big on the the top down games, so just not my style per se. Not doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, they've got their charm to them. So, but very much not in my ballpark. So we're gonna fit this so that actually fits. See, that's the problem with this. So these ones actually need to be a little bit shorter, except right here. This side doesn't have to be shorter. There we go. I do like my survival games though. One of my first games I played on PC. Well, I guess it was technically a survival game in a sense. Spore was kind of a survival game in the creature stage, and then after that, it kind of became a top-down game. Uh, that's why I loved creature stage the most in Spore. One of the first games I played outside of World of Warcraft when I stopped playing WoW was a game called The Stomping Lands, and that game was what got me into survival games and really enjoying that aspect. Uh, and yeah, and I still think about that game sometimes, even though it's been dead for about 10 years now. Uh, if only it had if only it had succeeded. Sigh. It could have been such a cool game, but alas, some games just aren't meant to be. So, but that's just how it is sometimes. Some games don't work out, some do. So you just kind of have to accept that reality whenever it comes to you. So, um, there we go. Yeah, so I'm kind of like I'm trying to model like this section right here, like this little like metal part that goes this way, because I don't think there's any metal going like horizontally. The idea is like these pallets that I made are just gonna like rest on the metal itself, um, and then that's pretty much it. So, um, and then we're just gonna make it so that we can like do an array, so we can make them stack as much as we want to, which they're not gonna stack that high because the room ceiling actually isn't that high here. um so but yeah, I think we just need to do a little metal cross beam, probably, most likely. Also, this is starting to get kind of in the way actually, so please move up there. I think we just need to have a little metal cross beam. 45. And then the cool thing is that if I were to go into edit mode, and then I need to find the option for it. Here we go, local. Yeah, there you go. Then I can size it like this, and it's actually pretty cool. Oh, but then I have to change it back to global if I want to use the global orientations. There we go. And just kind of size that down. I'm thinking we probably have it be really thin and have it like cross section right here. There you go. And then set it back to global. Change that a little bit more, just so it's not like clipping through. Although, unfortunately, with how this is rotated, there we go. Yeah, with how thin the thin it is, and we'll just leave it. Actually, we'll just do like that, and then we'll go back through and fix that. It's a bit of a pain, but it's okay. Or vice versa, I could just make this a little bit thicker on the sides, which wouldn't actually be that big of a deal. Just kind of give it a bit more thickness. There we go. Yep. And then what we can do is we can mirror this, and voila. And we've basically got the basics of a shelf system. It kind of looks kind of scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. But it's pretty straightforward. So now if I were to just merge all this together, I can actually kind of show it off real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So if I merge, apply all the modifiers, there we go. And I merge these together, origin to 3D cursor. I do an array. Now see, Oh, I have to apply the rotation and scale. Yeah, there you go. Okay. See, now what we can do is we can have a shelf like this. Although I think I need to put a little beam in the middle here. Um, because it does look a little bit off right now without the little beam in the center. But otherwise, this is pretty much it. So just a really basic thing. So nothing too crazy. I have a temptation to want to make more high poly stuff, but I think I'm going to save that desire for when I get to the pizzeria, which sadly I have not touched in quite a while. I feel really bad. I've really been wanting to work on it, but it's just like necessity dictates that I work on this other stuff first because I have set an expectation for myself that I will work on, this stuff first. So I would like to at least do that. So okay, there we go. All right, basic shelf pretty much done. So what's gonna happen is we take the little pallets here. And the way that I think I have the setup now to where we'll just have the pallets like sitting on top of them like this pretty much, although for some reason it's being a little bit stubborn. Oh, I think it's because one sec. Yeah, like that. So we'll have the pallets like sitting on top of them like this. I could actually make this a little bit thinner, like that, just a little bit thinner. But ideally we'll have the pallet sitting on top of them like this, and then we'll have these little chemical barrels just on top of them in random assortments like this. And then this will basically just be background scenery, essentially. So really basic background scenery. There you go. So we got that going. Okay. So we'll call this like barrel shelf, and that should work fine. This image is pretty good. Like I said, just having like this kind of stuff going is really nice. I'm not gonna make a forklift though. I mean, I could model a forklift, but I don't think I really want to. Not right now, at least. So what we can do is here, we'll just still disable that for now. Do I need to make anything else for the lab? Because the cubicle is kind of for the science office. Specimen research is basically just going to be these things. And then maybe some other stuff, and then some little doohickeys here. And then the main entrance is not going to be too crazy. The experimental chamber, I might have to do something with that. And the chemical storage is basically just going to be all this other stuff I've made. Maybe I'll just go through and start like setting up the objects and stuff. A boiler? Oh, also thank you, 50. I'll take a drink here. I got my tea actually right here. A boiler, some flask. Oh, if you're talking about like smaller stuff, then yeah, I could model that actually. Yeah, I've been modeling all the big stuff first. So I just finished making a little shelf here, like this thing right here. Nothing too crazy. But the idea is like these little pallets I made, and these barrels will go on this shelf and stuff, and it's just background scenery. I do have a list somewhere. I should probably be looking at that, huh? Models, here we go. Scrap, mop, scanning machine, items, crumbled trash. Oh, this is all the stuff we needed for the functionality, right? I haven't gotten to that point yet. Okay. I'm literally just trying to do background scenery. So, let me take I gotta take the drink. Sorry, one sec. Also, welcome, guys. Hello. We are streaming early in the day because I would like to get some work done before tonight because I'm going to be watching someone stream tonight. So I need to get some work done. Gotta get so lost sometimes. Yeah, so here's chemical storage. And what I was thinking was actually before I do this, I actually need to set these up so that I can just duplicate this and not have to remove everything. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna call this. Just do. Actually, we'll chemical barrel palettes, and I'm just gonna take these three, move them onto here, and we'll just get these in position real quick here. And then we'll attach them to these objects later. So very chill stream though. Like I said, just doing a bunch of 3D modeling. So I kind of did a really bad thing, and I stayed up late Saturday night fixing up my avatar, which I don't regret. But unfortunately, that did throw my sleep schedule completely out of whack. So I've been waking up super late recently. Oh man, Emic, oh my gosh, hello. Welcome to the early day streams. Usually you don't catch me this early, but here we are. I am 3D modeling right now, so I'm just getting this set up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have. Oh, I mean, it's not, you guys are all joining at the same time. Look at you all go. First, like 30 minutes of the stream, nobody was here, and then all of a sudden you all show up at once. Hello. But yeah, we're gonna do this basically. Although ideally these will all be merged into one mesh eventually, but it's wild o'clock. Nuh-uh. You guys are crazy. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing okay. Like I said, early stream. Oh yeah, let me give you guys an update real time on the thumbnail experiment that we're doing again. Real quick actually. I haven't actually checked today since I woke up. Let me go to my VOD account. Thank you, Miyazaki, for allowing me to take a picture of your booty. It is on the thumbnail now. Let me go look at it real quick. We're at about 45 views on that VOD right now. That's not too. That's not. I mean, that's definitely still more than what we usually get. But wait here. Can I show you guys on stream? Wait. Where's my browser? There you go. So here's the VOD right here on the one I just uploaded. 45 views. You see the one with Jimmy's got about 968 at this point. It's still more than normal for a VOD. It's definitely more than normal. Yeah, because if you look at our VOD history, we usually only get like a couple of views on VODs at most, which is fine. I mean, they're VODs after all, so I don't expect people to watch through all these VODs. We did reach 666 videos though, guys, so I believe I've made a deal with the devil. Our 666th video just so happened to be one with a booty in it, so that's crazy. But yeah. I don't know, I'm very happy how the VOD channel turned out though. I put like all this effort into doing the thumbnails and stuff now, so I'm very happy with that. So sinful, I know. Crazy. Yeah, no, but that's the VOD channel. We actually gained subscribers, I think, and I don't know if it's because people on the Discord became aware we had a VOD channel all of a sudden, or if like the people that got tricked ended up subscribing. But we did end up gaining a few subscribers, so that was really funny. So that was pretty goofy. I'm also just setting up these shelves real quick so that we can just like copy paste them. I'm gonna do one that's like rotated. Hey, look, I asked for permission at least, so it's not like I didn't. It's not like I took an unsolicited picture. I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. I need a mic stand eventually, guys. I freaking don't have one. I don't have room for a mic stand on my desk, unfortunately. It kind of sucks. Really need one eventually. No one's gonna notice that looks weird, right? There we go. Just do something like that. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So that's perfect. So what we're gonna do is, in order to link this data together, I'm just gonna call this. You can't see it behind my head, but I'm changing the mesh data, so it's called a chemical barrel. And then I'm just gonna take like all of this and then click this one, and then I believe it is object. Link transfer data, link object data. There you go. Okay, all of these now are the same. Like I said, once again, if I change one, I change all. So there you go. We've saved ourselves a little trouble. Look, I'm just saying that booty do sell. So if I want them views, I gotta put the booty in the thumbnail. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna make that a trend. I did say in the comments I wouldn't do it again because it's I think like the second time it's like it's yeah. With us in it, you've probably been in at least one maybe, to my knowledge. Definitely not of your posterior though. I will at least admit that much. Feel like that would have been known beforehand. So, there we go. Object data. And then lastly, I'm going to also take this. Would have been funny though. Link object data. There we go. Oh yeah, if you guys have any questions about Blender, be happy to ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. I don't know too much, but I got what I got. So, okay, so we got this whole thing. So what we can do is I'm actually gonna take this and duplicate it and just put it up again, right about here. There we go. And we're gonna rotate it just so that they're kind of separate, and then we're gonna move like some of the stuff around a little bit, just so it's not exactly 1-to-1, because obviously if it's 1-to-1, people are gonna notice. At least I notice, at least. Others, yeah, not so customized like you've been doing new VODs. Yeah, for the longest time, the VOD channel was very much like I just threw the VODs on there and I didn't do anything extra with them. I think it wasn't until like at least a year ago, I think at this point. I think it's at least been a year that I actually started making custom thumbnails and actually polishing up the description and stuff. I still have to go through the older ones and do that eventually, but it just takes effort because I have to like sit down and watch the VOD and get a thumbnail. So yeah. Yeah, the VODs before were just it would just take a random image from the stream and use it. I don't know how far back my editing process goes. I think I can look on the thing real quick here. Here, I'll actually bring you guys along one sec. Yeah, so if we go like let me see how far back this goes actually. You can see it goes back pretty far because I've been doing this for quite a while. But there is a certain limit where the thumbnails just stop. I think it's right about here actually. We're getting close. Yeah, right about here. Uh so week 222, about a year ago. Yeah, basically about a year ago. Yeah, pretty much. When did this video come out? This is that's my old avatar. Uh March 2023. Okay, that's not bad. Watching my own VODs again. That was Imik. I just saw Imik on there. Well, there he is. Wow, look at that. There he is, guys. Okay. There's Imik. Yeah, no, I have to I still have to go through with these VODs and make the thumbnails. The problem is like um I have to like watch it and find a good point in the VOD to screenshot and then and like because like I already have a GIMP project set up to like set up all the extra fluff on the icons, but I just have to go in and take a screenshot. I have to do that with each one, and it's like I could do it. It's just a little bit time consuming. And I have so many VODs, like literally so many VODs at this point. Like I could keep scrolling down and it goes for quite a while. Um we have a lot of VODs I'd have to go through and stuff. So it's definitely a lot that I would have to do. Um I do want to though because it would make the channel look a little nicer. I don't really think people are going back and watching the old VODs though, so I'm not too worried about that. So we should be fine. Anyway, we've got this set up. I'm not gonna merge these together because I really don't want to do that yet because they're not even unwrapped. So what I could do, so like chemical storage room, so we take this whole thing. So we take this and we take all this and then we kind of just whoop whoop. Yeah, so ideally, with how this is gonna work. Yeah, level design is difficult. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I suck at it sometimes. Uh, So yeah, the idea is we would just have like these shelves just kind of like in this room, just kind of randomly a little bit. I'm not gonna worry about placing the assets in here. I'm just kind of showing this as an example. So we just have like this, and then we could have another shelf that's like over here that's like rotated a little bit. Uh like this. Like stuff like this basically. And then I know for a fact I could also take the chemical storage jugs that we've got here, and we could just slap these in here somewhere as well. Uh, just basic stuff like this, because like this is all kind of background scenery. So like have like one of these here, and then have like another one of these right here. Trying to make it look a little nice. Something like that. Really just basic, honestly. And there you go. And then we could throw these into here. And I think actually I'll just call this I don't know. What's chemical storage room? Chemical storage room. Chemical storage room background props. Bit of a too long of a name, but yeah. I might do that for each one of the rooms actually, where I'll actually like position the props in here, and then eventually I'll either just add them directly to the hierarchy, or I will export them as their own object. I actually don't know. I have to look into whether I want to actually position stuff in Unity directly, or if I want to do it in Blender. Because for all I could do, I could actually just export these all individually as their own like objects, and then position them in Unity. I feel like doing it in Blender is probably better though, because I have a bit more control. But something like this is pretty straightforward for what I was looking for in terms of just like assets in the rooms. Although that is absolutely clipping into the wall. Now I gotta select all this stuff because it's all unaligned properly. Why didn't I parent this stuff together, guys? I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Yada yada. Subject to change. Yeah, the first official icon. How does it make you feel knowing the first icon is your booty? That's okay. Oh, we still haven't even done. We haven't even done light fixtures. Actually, no, we did do light fixtures. Actually, we just haven't set them up in these other levels yet. Um, there you go. Just something basic like this. There you go. I might even put a shelf actually on that wall too. But okay, so we got that going. Oh yeah, we still haven't. We did kind of get the cubicle going from last time. Here, I could actually show you guys. So here's the cubicle from last stream. Very happy how this turned out. I guess we could probably sit down and make a few extra props for it because this is going to be going in the science office, so we might have to make a few extra props for that. So we're gonna actually do that real quick. So we're gonna make a new little folder, and we're gonna call this scientist office background. Oh, I can't spell, guys. Office background props. There we go. Yeah, so the cubicle, and then the monitor and stuff as well. No, the drawers in the cubicle do not slide out. I didn't intend for them to do that. I don't know if that's something you wanted me to do, but they do not. So they're just entirely there for show. I'm making these for the scientist office, so it actually has like a background to it. So how big is the scientist office, by the way? Oh, it's not too big. Well, I mean it's big, but it's not like super crazy. Okay. So I'm gonna have multiple of these cubicles. Okay. And actually, I'm gonna take the cubicle and just kind of slap it into here, just so we have it ready there. Actually, no, because we're gonna keep it separate and then duplicate it. Okay. What else do I need to make? Gosh, I don't know. A vial, I guess. We could just make a vial real quickly. Oh, how would I even start making a vial? Like a cylinder, probably. Yeah. Um, Probably just like or just something like this probably. And then we just take we take this bottom part, raise it a little bit, we apply the rotation scale, give this a few bevels, raise this a little bit, shrink it a little bit, bevel it. And then take this, bevel it a little bit. There we go. Oh, sorry, did I confuse you? I apologize. Auto smooth. That's pretty okay. It kind of doesn't really look like a science file, but maybe because I just need to take all this and actually push it down a little bit, maybe. There we go. Nice face. Oh, thank you. It's supposed to be a science file, but I don't think I got the proportions right. So we're gonna make it a little bit more skinny. That maybe. I did a great job on the face, guys. I'm just saying. There we go. Okay, first off, I'm gonna look up an image of a science file and actually see if I got it close. One sec. Okay, no. Definitely a little bit off. Okay. Well, actually, okay, that's not that bad. That's not that off actually. Wait, that's really not that bad. That's like maybe like move. Oh gosh, I don't know. Like make it wide and then like take this whole bit and like just move it down like this. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, you're yeah, no, I needs like a cone shaped base. I'm looking at an image of a science file. So this is one of them, except it actually needs to have a rounded bottom actually. That's what I'm missing. Uh this will be our own science file, guys. It's okay. Here. All right, that's one. We're going to call this like science file 1. The next one is going to be a little bit more better because I actually have a reference image on the right now. So I actually can look at a reference. So we're gonna do cylinder. Oh shoot, wait. Sorry, I forgot to change the freaking dimensions of the cylinder. One sec. Every time when you spawn in objects, you get certain controls like on the bottom left here. Luckily, this one's already set to 18, so I don't have to worry. So, size that. Oh, size it down. So this one is literally just going to be, oh, turn off proportional editing. Turn this up. Apply the size and scale. Give it a little bit of a bottom. There you go. That's one right there. Well, it might need to be a little bit more skinny, but I think it's okay. That's a vial right there. There you go. That's number 2. Uh, they're not gonna be this big, obviously, by the way. So, okay, I got one more I can make too. Science file 2, and that's the triangle one you guys were talking about. So let me just get the basic shape going here real quick. Let's see. So we're thinking like it's gonna be like wide, then up, then straight up. Well, straight up like right here, and then give it a little bit of a top like we did with the other ones. There we go. And then this one, we're gonna give it a little bit of a bevel. There you go. that a little bit too. I feel like that's actually I feel like okay. First off, sorry. Let me make some adjustments here because it's a little bit off. One sec. So this needs to be a little bit higher. This needs to be a little bit lower. This needs to be a little bit wider, and then we do that. Where Beaker? We'll get Beaker in a second. I promise. Why making science lab? Because one of the rooms for the level is called science office, and I wanted to make some background props for it for the upcoming Spooktality map we're working on. So that's why we're making science props. And yes, White, what is your idea? There you go. Look at that. Oh, perfect. Look at that, guys. Wow, that didn't take that long. Oh shoot, but the fucking the auto smoothing makes it look ugly. One sec. Let me actually fix that. Fade smooth. Ah. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. I have to fix this because it's gonna look really ugly if I don't. There we go. That's better. Make a magnifying glass in the specimen that only shows up if you look. Oh, okay, that's cool. We could do that. I mean, I can make a magnifying glass. That's not really that hard. I mean, hell, I'll make one right now, actually. Here, science vials 3. So these are all just background props we're making for the science office right now. We also have this cubicle that you've been seeing in the background this whole time that I also made last stream. We'll turn that off and now. Actually, we'll also put the... Actually, we're going to put the cubicle under here, too, just so we keep that all tracked so we all know where it is. And you wanted me to make a beaker, right? Did we have a beaker already made? Wait. Nope. 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 Okay, we'll make a beaker real quick here. I know I just said we are gonna make a magnifying glass, but let me at least make a beaker real quick. Oh man, there we go. Dude, okay, let me actually get my pedal. One sec, wait. I have a little pedal under my desk that I need to rotate. Sorry. So I have this little pedal under my desk that like the idea is like I can pedal while sitting at my desk, and I feel really lethargic kind of right now, so I need to get my legs moving. So I need to position the pedal. There we go. Okay, now we're better. It only sucks because like I can't push my chair any more forward than it is now, so I feel really far away from my desk and my keyboard because this little pedal comes out so far. But this is the best I have, so it's like I gotta work with what I got. Uh, so I do apologize if you hear the pedal sounds in the background. Let me know if you guys hear that. You probably won't because the stuff keeps it safe. Okay. You want to make a beaker real quick? We will absolutely make a beaker real quick here. This tall. A beaker really isn't that complicated. I think we literally am already like halfway done with the beaker. Okay, there you go. There's your beaker. We done. uh Although I think I might actually make this this whole top part a little bit taller. There you go. All right, guys, there you go. Done. Beaker. Oh, I just hit my mic again. I really don't have a mic stand, so I keep hitting my mic. I have to like move my hand in front of my mic to go between my mouse and my keyboard when I need to use my right hand. So I sometimes hit my mic. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, magnifying glass. Well, we can do that. We can do that next real quick here. I won't even look up a reference. I'll just go based on memory. Uh, why am I using a cube? So I can bevel it later. So don't ask. It would be cool to actually start working more on the functionality for like AI creatures and stuff for the Spooktality map, but I know with White especially we're still kind of, working on getting the actual basic game functions working. So we're getting there. I don't know why I extruded this like top part. It really was not necessary. Uh, Also, I feel like this whole entire thing is way too tall. Um, God, why did I even extrude this top part? I really didn't need to do that. I think I know I might need to start working on creature modeling and stuff here soon as well. I would like to get a lot of the background props and the main objective props basically done. The background props are kind of challenging because I just have to kind of figure out what I need to actually make. Uh, so, but if I keep things low poly, then I should be able to get things done pretty quickly because, you know, it's not super complicated. Um, that's kind of what I'm going for this is just keeping it super freaking low poly because frankly, the project doesn't need to be super high poly. Uh, so I am trying to keep it kind of low poly. Um, and it just makes things a lot easier that way. I am excited for Spooktality though. It will be interesting to see how that goes. God, I'm sucking at this. I know the shape of a fucking magnifying glass, but I don't know how to do the interconnecting geometry. It's kind of like a little foreign to me. So you see me just kind of like floundering around trying to figure out how to frick a fucking magnifying glass works. Uh, I think it's definitely more like this though, where we want it to kind of come into the top. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you're right. Actually, I could just take this whole part and size it down like this, like that. There you go. And then if I wanted to add some little flavor to this, I could do. Oh shoot! I got vertices snapping on. Usually I reference images, but I just wanted to try without doing it one this time. Oh, right. And I have to apply the scale before I actually extrude it. Oh, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just making a little grip. There you go. I mean, that's pretty okay. Auto shade. I mean, you can tell it's very low poly. So I mean, there you go. There's your magnifying glass. Now, obviously, this center part, what I could do is I could have it be just one plane and then apply a glass material. But if we're talking like just literally having it, you know, just be like this, and then what I could do is I could just yeah. So actually, I might do this real. I actually might just fix this up real quick here. The power of bridging. Um, bridge. There we go. Really saves my butt. Don't have to manually do that. I could just keep it like this, and then yeah, if you just look through the center, you can see stuff. Yeah, I mean that's pretty straightforward. So there you go. Really basic little instrument. Uh, oh, you need a face for the shader. Oh, we could do that. That's easy. Here. Literally all I have to do is just um, and then detach. Oh, sorry, not detach. How do I rip vertices? Sec. Whatever. I could just leave it like that, I guess. So, actually, wait. Even better. Uh, actually, I just had a thought in my head. Sorry, one sec. I just remembered I could do this. So let me do it real quick. It'll make life a little bit easier. Um. Oh shoot. Where's the I swear to God, there used to be an option when you bridge stuff that you could actually merge them together. There we go. I don't know why it's, yeah, bridge edge loops. That's what it was. There you go. Okay, and then do that, and there you go. Now you've got a face there. Although it will be like this, it won't be two. I mean, I could make it two-sided, I guess, but for now it's not. So, but there you go. Pretty basic magnifying glass. Okay, what else do we need for gosh, like science stuff? Well, not too much actually. I actually have a file cabinet model I can import from the Wanderer, so I don't really have to make another one because I already have a model for it. I guess scratch my back 1 sec. I guess stretch. Sorry. Damn, it's already almost 5. Damn. We'll take a sip of my drink, guys. 1 sec. Ugh. I think I really screwed up the ratio of sugar in this tea. It's okay though. It works better than nothing. Maybe some rocks. I mean, I guess, yeah. I'm gonna kind of go in order though. I know cafeteria is gonna require some extra assets. I'm kind of just going in order with the lab stuff first. So I know for a fact, I think this might be good enough for the science office, and then we have the chemical storage, the main entrance. What does the main entrance lab look like again? Oh, it's this. Okay. This one, I would definitely do file cabinets and probably some basic shelves. But other than that, I would probably keep it empty. Oh, we could do benches as well, actually. We could totally do benches. I'm gonna look up what a doctor's office benches look like. Doctor's office benches. Okay. Oh, these are okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, actually, no. This is for the medical, though. No. Medical would be the doctor's office stuff. This would be the doctor's office stuff. We don't want that. We were doing a lab, which is something else. We could still model some benches. Actually, I'm gonna model these really basic benches here real quick. Actually, I just saw a picture of them, so I'm just gonna model them real quick. And I'll make a new collection. I'll just call this, gosh, main entrance lab props. Actually, we're not even gonna put background. We're just gonna call these like props. A patient's bed and IV drop. Yeah, I will definitely get to that point when I start working on the medical stuff, because I do have that plan as well. I'm kind of going in order, so we're doing lab stuff first. I think we got most of what I want for the lab, at least for background items, and I could always add more later. The main entrance for the lab, gosh, file cabinets. Actually, I'm gonna import that model in here real quick because I know for a fact I have it here in my folders somewhere. So we're gonna import the file cabinet just already. Among Us. Also, we're gonna have an ad run here because it's gonna do an ad anyway. So I'm gonna quickly just force it to do an ad. So I apologize. It'll be like 30 seconds. They're watching an ad, guys. But the non-subscribers are not watching right now, guys. Oh, it's so great. Nah, it's okay. Like I said, Twitch will just automatically do it if I don't do it myself, so I might as well just manually do it and let you guys know. Okay, I need to find VRChat Dev, VRChat Maps, the Wanderer, areas, outdoor areas, model outdoor areas, watchtower models, file cabinet. Here we go. Hello, welcome back, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that ad break. I haven't done anything new, don't worry. It's only been like 30 seconds. There we go. Okay, this is the file cabinet model I was talking about. So we'll have this be part of the main entrance. Well, we actually don't have to do directly in the main entrance because I also want this to be part of the science office. But I have my little file cabinet model that I modeled during the big outdoor update. So I didn't want to. I don't have to redo. I don't have to make a new one if I have this one. So, uh, in fact, I actually could, in theory, just import a few models that I've already made, and we don't even have to make them again. So, for instance, we have cardboard boxes as well that we could abso-freaking-lutely reuse. So we'll have those on standby. Maybe I won't worry about main entrance props right now because I'm trying to think like, do I want to have these all be under the hierarchy in Blender and then export them, or do I want to export these like props as individual objects and then set them up in Unity like directly, like physically? I'm not sure which one's the better option. I guess like it might be technically easier to just do it through Unity because then I can edit the prefab for the objects whenever I want. And I could just get those like edited. I mean, I could technically do that in Blender as well with mesh data and such, but then I would have to, parent everything and then export it all. So I might, instead of actually positioning stuff in Blender, I might just export these as individual objects, like how we did with the chemical storage where we had like this stuff. Like I think the barrels might be an individual object. The pallets might be an individual object, and then I could actually make shelves that also just have palette models on them directly, like this, and then just, well, I guess like in this case, this could all just be one object actually, but I'm gonna have to think about that because yeah, I might still position them in Blender just to get an idea of what I want, but otherwise, yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. So, okay, so I think the last room that I have two rooms that I still haven't touched yet with stuff, which is the specimen chamber research and the experimental chamber. Now, I know for a fact we did make this like weird machinery just for like background stuff, and then I made these like little vials for potentially holding something in it. But I wasn't sure what else to fill the space with because there was actually quite a lot of space we have to work with. Like here, if I go here, like that's like a normal sized person in VR chat, and then like you got all this room, like all this extra room and stuff. So it's like, oh man, like what do you fill this with? Which I guess like when we do the objectives we'll have that, but I'm trying to think of what I can fill it with. So maybe I'll put some like I will say though, I haven't actually gotten to like these rooms yet in terms of actual like room design, because if you guys remember one of the other streams we did, we actually did go through and actually set up some of the detail for some of these rooms. So these are like the hallways that we actually added some extra detail to. So we actually haven't done that pass through for all the other rooms yet. I'm just making a bunch of props right now. So we could go through and start doing that for some of the other rooms as well. Because like I said, we're just doing like scenery right now, like lab scenery. Although I might go ahead and just knock out some extra models for the cafeteria as well. Or I could wait until we get to that point. There's a lot of different routes I could take. Sorry, I'm scratching my back. And I'm stretching. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? I do like the idea of just working on more props, honestly. I think I got a good enough stuff done for the lab scenery, and then I could just like I could just figure out more stuff as I'm like setting it up. Let's see. Cafeteria. Okay, so cafeteria. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot more than I remember. Okay, yeah, so we have all this stuff. Yeah, okay. So it's not an actual cafeteria room, but there's the conveyor room, which actually I need to go in here and actually make the I actually still need to set up all the walls and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But the conveyor room's actually gonna have. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's making more sense to me now. Okay. Gosh, see, now I'm thinking I might put the scenery like outside, like the models for the scenery, like on the side for now. Although actually, this is actually the door frames that we were working with and stuff for the rooms and whatnot. Maybe we'll actually start going through and actually setting up some of these actual rooms with a little bit more detail before we start working on like individual props. So we did Universal. The lab rooms are just like these white rooms. I actually wonder if I should change these to be stone walls. It's like maybe I should have all the rooms be the same textures and stuff. I haven't really decided yet. Oh man. Although it would be kind of interesting to have a variety at least a little bit. But this is the chemical storage, which I mean we were literally just working on the scenery actually. And I'm not too sure. I'm confusing myself now. Because we have these light fixtures that we could put in here. I kind of want to just reuse models at this point. Well, then again, the lab stuff is really just going to be... Actually, what is... What does a ceiling light in a laboratory look like? That's a good question. Oh, right, laboratories. We could also do sorry, I just came up with another model I could do for the lab actually. I'm going to do this real quick because I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. So if we go to So this is laboratory, right? Yeah, okay. Turn this off. Yeah, okay. And then we can make something here real quickly. I'm just going to do it based on memory. Because I forgot laboratories tend to have these, so. But I hope you guys are doing well on this Thursday. As I have expressed before, I have woken up late. I basically woke up, watched videos, and now I'm here, so. I was applying to more job stuff as well. I've been trying to find something, but ugh. Unexpected direction. As for recent trender news, been just hearing about the beta. Oh, I did see that tweet. Yeah. Apparently you can like actually bind that stuff, so it's not necessarily fully broken, but I did hear what you were talking about. So I saw that tweet. Yeah, that actually does quite a bit of interesting stuff in the open beta. I was actually talking to White about the AI stuff, because apparently you can generate nav meshes in runtime now in VR chat, which is great. But I guess we'll have to test and see if it's actually viable for our project. Aside from that, there's they actually increase the security of VR chat. So basically, you have to have like an updated client of VR chat to actually play the game. And they made it to where ripping is a lot more harder now. Because beforehand, I believe there were actually tools that could let you just like access like VR chat's like API or whatever, and that you could just rip a public avatar or even like a private avatar, I think, from that. But they made it to where you have to run like a current client of VR chat, and they make it to where like you can only really access those avatar files if you're in the same instance as them at the point. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you can read the dev notes details. I'm not really good at explaining it. Yeah, so but basically it's a lot harder for people to rip your avatars now through other means. I mean, you can still, I believe, like you can still, if you're in the same instance as them, you can still kind of do that. I mean, that's still a thing, but it's more so like I think there were actually tools that let you like externally rip avatars without actually being in the game itself, and I think they've actually fixed that for the most part, to my knowledge, which I think is pretty cool. So. Also, this is supposed to be like just a basic desk kind of thing. You see these in laboratories often. I'm just kind of trying to model this right now. So, but it looked cool. It looked pretty cool. They also updated the way the portals look. They actually updated how portals look in VR chat now in the open beta. They actually look so much better in the open beta. Oh my gosh. Like, don't get me wrong. I think like I'm gonna miss the way the old portals look because nostalgia, but these new portals look so much better. It's actually kind of bonkers how nice they look compared to the old ones. Like they got like parallax and they just look more clean and it's nice. Um, yeah, go look at the dev logs if you haven't actually seen it yet, because like I said, it's pretty good. So, and then what else did they actually change in the dev logs? I was talking to my friend about it. So, one moment. One sec. I'm reading something real quick. I apologize. I'm getting a little distracted. Um, God, sorry. I was my friend was DMing me something. Um, oh gosh, what else was there? No, I don't. It's not that they allowed it. I think there was just a tool that like technically, like I said, it's against the terms of service regardless. But I think that just the method was there and people exploited it, and I think that's what they fixed. What else did they do in the devlog? They're going to be doing an updated roadmap next month. Yeah, they're talking about the UI, the Unity AI navigation stuff. VRChat constraints. So they're adding like their own constraint system, kind of like how Dynamic Bones has Fizzbones now. They're adding a VRC constraint instead of like the Unity constraint, which is pretty cool. They've got the whole finger flexing stuff, yeah, all that stuff you were talking about. The VR Steam VR skeletal hand tracking, which is cool, I guess. Um, I don't really care, but that's cool. Steam VR input 2.0, some web updates, yeah, the portals, and then that's really about it. So that's cool, I guess. I don't really use my fingers too much, so I mean, like I like my index controllers. I think they're okay. I don't really care for doing hand gestures for. I don't really use gestures that much in VR chat, so I still miss my Oculus controllers. I think they were probably the best the best VR controllers in my opinion. Um, well, it means we can't just make an app to ask the files because yeah, exactly, pretty much. Yeah, they made it the way you can't do that anymore because now it's like, yeah, I'm really bad at hand gestures. The problem is I don't wear my index controllers properly, so my hand gestures are very like finicky, and I don't even use hand gestures to begin with. Even before I got my index controllers, I just never do gestures. If I want to do like a facial gesture, I usually like will just do my radial menu. And I know some people don't do that because like it's not fast enough and it's not like immersive. Like instead, I would just do a hand gesture to show my expression. Uh, but I just don't use gestures that much. I have gestures actually bound to this VTuber avatar though. Like if I do, oh shoot, sorry. Okay, wait. Sorry, let me not be tapped into Blender when I do this. Sorry. If I do, I oh shoot, could you? No. So I could do different gestures. Like I'm angry. I have star eyes. I'm pogging. Surprised. And then also surprised or shocked. I actually bound some of these expressions in Warudo to my little control panel thing here. So it's actually kind of cool. Um, I actually still want to set up more stuff with my VTubing avatar, especially for face and eye tracking, so that I have a bit more expression. Because right now, like, it doesn't have that, which is like okay, but yeah. Index has issue with checking fingers, like the pinky and ring finger get mixed up a lot. Yeah. No, I just don't wear my controllers properly because you're supposed to have those things like strapped really tight, but I don't. I have them very loose, and I just like it that way. I don't really care for tracking my fingers with that index stuff. Like I don't know. I mean, it's cool, I guess. But it's like whatever. Also, let me just like. Sorry, I'm just making this prop so I can get it out of the way. Um, light fixtures. Okay, we're gonna make some really basic uh lab light fixtures real quick here. Really, I mean like I mean like really basic. First off, let me make sure I didn't actually already make it. Okay, these I made these ones, but these are a little bit slightly different, and we're gonna make ones that are a little bit different. So we're gonna make super basic ones. Yeah, no, but finger tracking is whatever. I mean, then again, I don't even use my full body tracking that often, so you can tell I'm not the most immersed person in VR chat. I do like using full body when I'm just casually hanging out with friends. Not really when I'm in keeping though, because most of the time I'm just standing behind the bar and I don't really need my full body. So I like just sitting down and chatting. But when I'm with like my friends hanging out and just world hopping, I do like using full body. So yeah, no, index controllers are good. I think like if you have small hands, they might be an issue. But like I guess I just have fucking massive hands and they're not really that big of an issue. I would recommend index controllers. They are nice. I will say I still think Oculus controllers are definitely the best, especially the original Oculus Rift controllers. Um, I liked the battery part because I could just get reusable batteries that I could recharge, and if I had four of them, I could like cycle them between being charged and being in the controller, and I could just continuously use my controllers for as long as I wanted to. Um, but with the index, like you have to plug them in to charge them, which is not necessarily like bad. But it does mean like there is a point where you do have to plug them in, and that can definitely be quite a hassle to do. Um, so yeah, I have like a belt. So like I need to get a better battery because I have like my belt for my full body tracking has a little pouch for a battery, but the little battery that I bought, which is actually right here, I'm actually gonna plug this in because I actually have not charged this at all. Uh, do I have a little charger right here? I do. Um, it only has one slot, so I can only charge like like one thing at a time when I'm using this battery. So it's definitely not the what charges with this? What plugs into this? Does this work? It's definitely like not the most efficient because I can only charge like one tracker at a time with this battery. So that's kind of why like I I definitely need to get a battery that has more than one slot, at least three slots. Sorry, I was bending down to plug this in. Okay, see now this is charging. Um, but I need to get a battery that has at least three slots so that I can charge my full body tracking at the same time. Because that's what I would mainly use it for is charging the full body. But then again, I don't play VR chat enough to really justify. I don't really play VR chat enough to really justify using that because I only play for like I think at most I'll play for like 4 to 6 hours. Like I usually will not play for longer than 6 hours. I think anything past 6 hours is a bit excessive. Um, like I'll do 6 hour VR chat sessions if it's like a Friday night because I'll do the 4 hours in keeping and then I'll probably stay on an extra 2 hours hanging out with people. So that's like a lot what I'll usually do, but most of the time it's usually 4 hours. Like that's usually the limit to which I actually play. I've done 12-hour sessions before, but that's very very rare. It's very 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 rare that I actually do 12-hour sessions. It's usually only if like I'm talking with someone. I think the one time I did a 12-hour session was when I was talking with a friend and we were just talking all night, and that was fun. But other than that, no, I couldn't do 12-hour sessions. I'm not like I don't know, like I can't stay on VR chat all the time because like I want to go work on stuff. Now, if I had a wireless keyboard and mouse, then I might be tempted to work while I'm in VR because then I could like work on Blender stuff while I'm sitting in VR. I could see myself doing that, but at the same time, unless I'm talking with friends or hanging out with friends, then there's not really a point, because then I could just get off and get on desktop and do it, and then just go into a voice chat and hang out with them instead of being in VR. But yeah, like I said, like I don't like the immersion. It just depends on what you prefer. But I do want to get a wireless keyboard and mouse though, because it would be nice to be able to do that. In fact, I think what would be fucking rad would be if I were to get a TV screen. So I want to get like a mounted like TV monitor at the end of my bed, get a wireless keyboard and mouse, and then I would like to be able to just work on Blender stuff while in my bed, like laying in my bed. I would love to be able to do that, because that means I could actually get work done while like laying in bed, getting ready to sleep. I think that would be awesome if I could do that. Now, unfortunately, I need to get a new shelf, because that one over there wouldn't really work, and then I need to get some way to mount the TV on top of that shelf over there. So I'm working with a very limited amount of space. So I also want to get wooden shelves set up on my walls over there, so I can start putting like figurines on it. That would be really nice. Sorry if I turn my head like this. It's because I'm looking to my left or right. So that would be really nice if I could do that, though. Okay, this is basically the basic light fixture. That's all we want. God, what else do you think we need to model for lab stuff? Okay, here I'm gonna take a step back for a moment here. So let's not worry about scenery right now. Well, let's not worry about lab scenery right now. What we want to do is, do we need to add any detailed pillars to these rooms? I'm thinking the answer is yes, because I do kind of want to do what I did for the other room and add like some pillars on the walls and stuff. So we might do a little bit of that actually. So I'm thinking, let's disable this so we know where the walls are. Yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking like what we can do is we can do what we did here, where we have like either the buffers on the edge, or we have the hallways where they have like little walls coming out the side here, kind of like this, just to give it a little bit of definition. Maybe even the bottom part here too as well, actually. I do know for a fact that now that I'm thinking about it for a moment here, I might need to make a new prefab for these walls, because the door frame, like this door frame, it should work. I think it should fit, to my knowledge, but it's obviously not the same like wall here. So I would need to change that. Actually, I wonder if that means I should just keep everything a consistent texture. So like if I were to, I'm going to try something. So if I were to go here, oh God, what am I doing? Yeah, like I kind of think maybe I should just keep everything the same texture. You know what I mean? Like maybe that might be a good idea. Because then yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure. Although, actually, I don't have to, because what it is that, like if there's no door here, then obviously, it's gonna be the door of either this or the other door, which I forgot what we actually set the door to. Because this is set to the door frame. This is a door frame, right? Yeah, so this is the door frame. So either one would use this door frame. But I guess the biggest problem with this is, see, now I'm confusing myself, and I need to not confuse myself. One sec, I'm a little bit confused. Oh right, because the only reason we have this extrusion here is because of the bigger rooms and such. Actually, let me make sure I'm not confusing myself. I fucking am already like confusing myself with how I even did this. This is why you don't have gaps in what you work on, because you just forget what you're doing half the time. Hello. Yeah, see, nobody ever remembers to redeem the first option. That's there for a reason. Okay, so we have this, right? And then if we put the door frame there, then that should just fit. I think we talked about this last stream actually. Um, Pizza time? No, no pizza time. Also, you reminded me. I did not update the channel points, but it's okay. No, wait, actually that would work, right? Because then that goes. Oh, that does work because. Oh, right. Okay, because that goes like that. Okay, I see. So that does actually fit the door frame. Okay, well, if that's the case, if we want that door frame to be the same for all of them, that means we have to make them all consistently the same texture, which we can totally do that. That's fine. Usually leave it for others to enjoy since they like being first. I don't know. I mean, pizza time isn't until like the 7th, technically, because the 31st is a Wednesday. So, sigh. And I don't have the pizzeria done either. Oh, geez. I'm confusing myself, but I need to not confuse myself. Okay, so because the way that we were doing this was this door frame was going to be a separate object that we just like inserted into Unity to have it be the door frame of the object. But I guess what that also means is I could create a door frame for the lab that would work, but what the way it works here is that if this lab is connected to a bigger room, then the texturing might be off a little bit. Um, I think I'm just gonna make everything the same texture. I think I'm gonna just save myself the trouble here. One sec. So we're gonna here. We're just gonna do this because I think Wildclaw is confusing himself right now, and I just kind of want to like I don't know because I wanted this to look like a science office, but I might just like make it all the same texture because I am starting to confuse myself, and I think the reason is because the way that we have the rooms set up for the universal rooms is because like we have the central hub and we want the door frame to be like to not come out further than the edge so that it doesn't intersect with other meshes. So we have it set to where the door frame, the rusty door frame here, if I can do an example, like this should like fit exactly like right here. Yeah, so that's perfect, right? But then the problem is, at least I'm thinking the problem is if I were to have the laboratory attached here, then what that means is that these like this little itty bitty part of the wall here that's part of the door frame mesh would also be showing in the lab, and it wouldn't like jive. Um, Now that depends on if this is actually an inverted face. Because I am confusing myself and I'm not actually sure. So are you actually inverted or are you just like oh, it is inverted. Okay. Okay. So it is actually like a flipped face. Okay. Well, I guess that does technically mean we could have one side of the face be no. I don't know if that's how that's going to work. So let's not do that. Let's let's just set the laboratory. Let's just set all these to be the same wall and stuff. We keep the texturing consistent because frankly, I think I'm making it more complicated by not doing that. So we're gonna actually do it that way, which means I have to fix up all these textures and stuff because they're all wrong right now. Gosh, and I already forgot what textures I was even using for the freaking doodads. Sorry. So bricks. Oh, so it's stone and bricks. Okay. Concrete and bricks. Got it. Okay. Uh bricks. Nope. That is gosh. Concrete baby. And then select oh wait. select sign, and then get rid of this. Okay. And then we just have to fix up the UVs and such because they are kind of messed up right now. Yeah. Oh, I had considered modeling more for the summer festival today, but I wanted to work on this because I wanted to get a little bit of progress done. So, everything for the Ferris summer festival is basically, I mean, like as of right now, like it's good to go. Like if I just release it, it would be fine. We don't have fireworks though, so I need to set up fireworks, and I would love to update the model for the stage, but I just have not gotten around to it. I have not yet outreached to Sporks to perform. I need to do that. I need to send her an email or a DM on Discord. I would like to formally invite Sporks to come perform at the Wanderer. Yes, I did see the stuff about the AI navigation. I actually already talked about it with White Biako and DM since I was excited about it because one of the notes, like the interesting thing about that whole scenario is, basically it says that you can essentially generate nav meshes in runtime, and that was a huge issue we were running into because with how our system was created, we needed to we needed to have nav meshes running at runtime. Well, we want, like, basically whenever the dungeon generates, like the nav mesh would need to be like proper so the actual doodads could walk around it. And we have a system that actually works that doesn't require that. But I still need to look into it a little bit more with White to see if we actually could potentially have it to where it could just generate the nav mesh when the dungeon's created. I think there might be a performance issue with that. I'm not too sure. I think I still need to talk with White about that. So that is still a topic for debate. But it is cool. It's apparently because, like, I even noticed it myself. Unity 2022, they actually do things differently with AI, like with how the AI functions in Unity 2022. It is definitely different. I noticed it myself when I was actually working in setting up our current system. Like, they definitely had changed how it worked a little bit. So I was like, oh, okay, that's definitely interesting. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's actually pretty okay. It's definitely an interesting change that they made to it because, like I said, it just took a little bit of getting used to. So sorry, I'm making sure I get the TD right actually here, and calculate TD, set TD. Okay. But yeah, no, it might be interesting to try that out. We haven't actually started working on AI yet for the project because we've been busy working on other stuff. I know White's trying to get their thing done for the summer festival, and I mean, same here, honestly, because I'm the one setting up the summer festival. But yeah, no, I pretty much get it. So hopefully after the summer festival is live, I'll be shifting my focus back to the project entirely, and I can get that going fast. I need to start getting stuff done. And it doesn't allow us to do anything we couldn't before, but it does allow us to reduce the amount of nav mesh surfaces we use, which could, yeah, you'll have to tell me how that works, because I mean, like I said, I don't know, because yeah, like that's something we can talk about in our meeting, I think, later this week probably, because I'm not too sure how that kind of works, so I might ask you more about that later. Okay, I'm just trying to line these up. Okay. Yeah, so I think all of the rooms are going to share the same texture because it's just a bit easier that way. So it might look a little weird, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. In fact, I think what I'll actually do is I'll have like sections in these rooms that have different textured floors, maybe, but otherwise, it'll all be brick for the most part. Actually, I could probably change the floor could actually To be honest, the floor could actually still be uh marble. Like that's still fine. And the ceiling can actually still be um the ceiling can still be like this. That's fine. It's just the walls need to be stone. That's all. So the walls still need to be stone bricks, but everything else can still be the ceiling and the floor can be different. That's okay. Um that's all right. And I'm just gonna do this for all the lab stuff here real quick. So we got this, and then we got the experimentation chamber. This one I really just need to take the plaster and just replace this with actually wait, no. I think it's just I think I just need to I just need to you know what I'm saying? Uh God, I can't talk. Sorry. Ladle, 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 you know what I'm saying? Sorry. There you go. Brick, 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 brick. It's literally the sound. That's literally the sound I'm making. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. I can't. I was trying to think of what to say. Sorry, I need a drink. What's like my throat is parched. Oh God. We get sweet tea, man. Ugh. I'll be honest, guys. I'm like half tempted to go to Taco Bell today, but I also don't want to spend money, so I might just make my Hamburglar helper for dinner today. What was I about to do? Hamana, 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 hamana. No, sorry. Right here. Actually, we're gonna take calculate TD set value. There you go. Okay. In other news, what has been going on in the world, that I've been keeping track of? Um, no, things have been going pretty okay. Not really too crazy. Uh, as usual, I am a man living under his little rock. My little rock. I don't really get much news under my little rock, you know. Um, I do be kind of chilling under this like nice little rock of mine, so it's very nice down here. I think you guys would like it. Oh yeah, the Olympics are actually happening. I think the opening ceremony is tomorrow, but I was told by BTR that they were actually happening right now. Uh, I don't really watch the Olympics too much. I watched the Tokyo Olympics a few years ago with some friends because like we were just like, when I was working, I would get into voice chat while working, and we would just watch it while we worked. Um I don't know if I'll do that this year though, but we'll see. Uh but they are interesting to watch at times. Not really my thing. I'm not really a sports guy, but they definitely have an appeal to them, I would say. So I can't deny that. So also, I just remembered I want to set up the actual borders of the walls here, and I gotta do that for all of these. Right. Oh, right. Oh gosh, guys, I'm already forgetting how to fucking do shit. I'm sorry. Um, we actually have a mesh. Uh, oh, that absolutely did not work. Okay. Uh, why the frickety frack are you going all the way over here? Yeah, see, that's correct, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so we actually have this wall mesh already uh that we simply need to um oh my gosh, guys, I am having an absolute brain fart right now. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Wait, I need to look at something real quick. That's fine. We don't really care for that. Now, are these door frames supposed to be here like this, or is that like not intentional? No, that can't be right. Why did I put these door frames here? Are they supposed to be here like this? No, because these are... Yeah, these are the ones that have the... Yeah, okay. I think that's because we actually changed it so that they, Oh, okay, I think I get it now. Wait. Yeah, so I think these aren't actually supposed to be here. These are supposed to be hidden. Um, but this is what it's supposed to look like by default, kind of. Uh, and then... Yeah, see, this doesn't actually need to... That's going to cause some Z fighting, actually. Hmm. So why did I actually make this come out only this far? Interesting. I'm not sure why I did that. Maybe that's just an oversight, maybe? Okay, so if I do that... Oh, because I think I understand why now, because technically actually no, so this actually needs to go all the way across here. Um and then in reality I actually need to update the actual walls themselves to get rid of that Z fighting. Right. Okay. Okay, I see. Sorry. I confused myself. I'm not confused anymore. What were we working on? The chemical chamber? Here we go. Oh, excuse me if you heard that. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, so they're actually supposed to come all the way to the edge here. Perfect. Okay. So wall. I don't know why these keep getting like moved all the way over here. That's a little bit annoying. Um okay. So that's like that. And then what we need to do now is just set up the walls border. Like I'm gonna do this with all the rooms because I want to add that little extra detail. So we are gonna do that here real quick. So I believe all I have to do is simply okay. Now this wall is interesting. Why? No, don't do that. Don't make a bunch of random vertices. Okay, see, so the problem with this one is for some reason there's a random face here that doesn't need to be here. So we can get rid of this face. And that just got rid of like the entire I don't know why that does that. That's very interesting. Um Oh, it's cuz yeah, I don't know what. Okay, we're going to have to just redo the floor, I think, cuz that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so we only want these four corners. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to marble floor, unwrap. There we go. Okay. Dissolve edges. Wow, that actually completely broke everything. Okay, that's fine. Guys, we can fix this. It's okay. It's not too bad. Luckily, I just have to unwrap. There you go. And then I just have to do it for this side as well. Shoot. Project from view and then do 5.2. There you go. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, guys. Why is this sideways? Project from view 5. There we go. Such a freaking mess. Yeah. I mean, this part of the development is really just cleaning up the models that I've created. Also, why is this still not... that's annoying. Please tell me there isn't some, like, weird... like, vertice that's causing an issue. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No? Maybe it's just doesn't want to play nice. Well, I guess this is, like, a whole face here, so maybe it's just not being nice. So if I just take this and I just do, like, that... and then like just shift this vertice down to here. There you go. Okay, that works. Perfect. And then we just want to make sure it goes all around and then around here. Oh man, I'm sorry guys if I don't have too much interesting stuff to mention. It's been basically just business as usual, really. Uh, God, I've been kind of so unproductive, so I've been really trying to push myself to get more done and such. So, oh, you didn't have to do that. Not even gaming that much recently, honestly, as well. I'm so low energy right now. Ugh. I'll see the problem with that vertice is I don't really. There we go. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Now we just gotta do this one. Well, I guess I could just like put two vertices and then just kind of. There we go. Why am I doing this? Because I wanna. No, it's because I want to have like little details on the floor. Like I want to have these like little bumps on the floor here. I just really want to do that. Um, so, so I'm just kind of like doing this and then, yeah, I think it's nice. Now the real question is, what's the value of actually coming out? So how much is this? 0.1? 0.05? 5? No, it's C. BZ 0.05? No, it's fucking GX 0.05? No. GX negative 0.05? GX negative 0.04? Like, no, it's like negative 0.04 or something. That's weird. Okay, well, we can at least, like, for this one, we can do, like, negative 0.04 or 0.04 for GX 04. What the frick am I doing? Negative. GY negative 0.04. I am like, God, I was having a fucking just dying there for a second. Like, what the hell am I doing? It's gonna be very messy though, because I have to clean up all the vertices on the edges here. 0.04. There we go. And I'll unwrap these as well when I finish fixing up all the edges. So what I need to do is it's only really for the corners I have to do this for, but I just need to. Then just merge and merge. Well, I could always merge them later because I could do merge by distance and that would just merge them instantly. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Oh man, should I go shopping today? Not really. I don't really have anything to get. Oh man. You know, I've been thinking about what to stream on Monday. I was thinking about just doing Prehistoric Kingdom again because it would be nice to try and get a little bit better at that. But I might stream something a little bit like that isn't a zoo simulator because to be honest, like when it comes to zoo simulators, I'm not really good at them, and I'm not really like too crazy with them. But I am thinking that I might stream something else. And I have games on the backlog I could stream, so it's not like I'm desperate for games to play. I do have some games I could play and some new games I could start even. Although it's like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, starting a game, but then it's like if you're only streaming that one day of the week and then you have to wait for next week, it is kind of a pain. I did have some one-off like old games I thought about playing. Like I was thinking about the Jaws game now, like my Jaws 2 game that I used to play on the GameCube. I was totally thinking about maybe trying to get that game and actually play it, or emulate it at least, and then like play it. I could totally emulate it though. I think it'd be fun. That was such a fun game. Basically, you're just Jaws. You just eat people. That's it. Well, there are like actual story things I think you can do in that game as well, but like for the most part, it very much is just a fun, goofy, not goofy, but it's definitely a fun game to play. Some old games like that would be fun too. So, all right, let me get these all set to be concrete. That's concrete, baby, and then we'll go from there. There we go. But yeah, that would be very fun. Some old games too. I have actually there's a game that Sam and I were talking about, and I would love to play that with him. It's Rampage. No, I don't think it's Rampage. It's like some kind of monster fighting game. That I know that he and I played as a kid, because I know I played it as a kid, and I forgot it's called War of the Worlds. Let me look it up real quick. Wait. It's I know I know what it looks like, but I don't remember what the name is. War of the Worlds game. No, that's not War. That's not the right game. Rampage game? See, I don't think it's Rampage either. See, Rampage kind of looks familiar, that game, but that's not the one that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of something else. Oh god, what was it called? I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna know it when I see it. No, it's not called Rampage. It's not War of the Worlds. What if I think it's like, what if I just type in like monster fighting game? War of the Monsters. I found it. Yeah, here it is. I knew I was close. It was, yeah, War. There we go. Oh my gosh, I found it. Okay, here, wait, I'll show you guys. Wait. So this is the game in question. So it's called War of the Monsters. It's behind my head there. Sorry about that. But it's this like it's this fighting game, monster kind of like fighting game. From like the PS1, I think. PS2. It's a PS2 game. But it's I remember playing this as a kid, like literally, like I remember playing this game and like having a lot of fun with it. Because I would just beat up monsters and stuff. But I might play that on stream, and I actually kind of want to get Sam to play it with me, because I think you can actually do co-op. But it was fucking fun. It's a fun game. I think that's even a story mode and everything as well, actually. So I absolutely would love to play this. It's been so long though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember all these guys. A lot of like pop culture references too here as well. Um, yeah, it's fucking brings back memories. Because you could destroy like the entire city and everything. And it was just really fun. Yeah, like this is probably a good in-game screenshot right here that you can see behind my head. Shoot, you know what? Maybe I'll talk to Sam and see if we might do a Monday co-op stream or something. A Monday co-op stream of War of the Monsters. I think I have to get it set up first before I actually ask him, because I don't know if he'd be willing to play this. Oh yeah, they had a War of the Monsters 2 game. Oh wait, that's not, no, that's artwork that someone made. Never mind. They never made a War of the Monsters 2, guys. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't think they did. But yeah, this is a game I was thinking of trying to play maybe. Or let me look up the other one. The other one that I thought was playing. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. Let me tell you. Look over here. Jaws 2. So this is the Jaws game, and I actually played this a bunch when I was a kid. And I actually was considering playing this as well. Um, like I remember playing this a bunch. Oh, it's called Jaws Unleashed. That's what it's called. But yeah, no, I played this when I was a kid, and I used to rent it like all the time on the at the video store, and I would just play as Jaws, and I would just swim around and just eat people and things. Like I would just do that constantly. There's like missions and stuff you can do, but like I really just liked swimming around and eating people. Now I know there's a game called Man Eater that's out now. That's like basically a spiritual successor to the Jaws games. I think Sam's actually been playing it on stream if you've been watching his streams. It's called Man Eater. Um, it's basically a spiritual successor to this game because it's basically the same thing. Uh, but yeah, no, it's cool. I would love to play it again. Honestly, that's one of those like games I'd play on the back. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be like a stream series, but very much something I would love to play one off. I think honestly. Yeah, selecting all the faces. I think we got them all selected actually. Oh yeah, and then we do need to add a. How are we looking next to the concrete? Yeah, it looks pretty okay. Look at that. There you go. Now you got a nice like border on the floor and everything. Um, I could even do the little borders on the walls as well. But yeah, that's the thing I might do. I might do Monday. I don't know. Like Monday's either gonna be Prehistoric Kingdom if I'm feeling it, or if I can get the emulation stuff set up. Then yeah, I think I totally would. I might outreach to my friend though to see if he wants to play it, but we'll see. Let me actually check real quick. Is the music still playing? Sorry, I think the music might have ended actually. Yeah. There you go, turn the music back on. Sorry about that. The 2 hour video of the music just ended, so I had to replay it. I gotta get my legs moving, guys. My freaking I'm getting lethargic again. One sec. Oh man. There we go. Oh man. Yeah, sorry if it's not too entertaining. Like I said, literally just boring model work. Uh, I just need to get something done, and streaming it actually motivates me to get work done. So, it's really nice. Uh, Psychological. Okay. I think I want to also do the shoot. I think I do also want to have the little hallway stuff as well. Starts crying like a freaking child. Yeah, so true. Oh, little baby, little bitch baby. Oh, he's a little bitch baby. Oh, wah, wah. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. I know what you mean though. I feel like I could probably be more like expressive and such. I wish I could be more expressive, but like I live with other people and I usually don't get like too crazy with my reactions and stuff, so it's usually pretty straightforward. And yeah, I know I shouldn't be apologizing, but I tend to quite a lot, just as like a little gut reaction of mine. uh it's generally like a freaking gut reaction that I always have. What am I doing? Oh, it's already a okay. Yeah. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I apologize for apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. Uh, yeah, but I usually can't be too crazy and expressive just because like I live with other people and I never want to be too loud and stuff. It's not like it's a big deal. Like at most, I would just get texted. I'd get like just a somewhat passive aggressive text message saying, "Hey, can you not be so loud?" Like that would be like the most of it, honestly. Uh, so it really isn't that bad. Um, but I'm a very courteous person for a lab because you make an oven. Those are used pretty often. An oven for a lab, really? Wouldn't expect an oven to be in a lab, but I mean, You know, if that's what you want. Just saying. I'm trying to get these like pillars set up real quick here so we can just have them going. Also, we're gonna have an ad play in a few seconds here, so I apologize once again. You know, it happens once an hour or so. I'll take a stretch while the ad's playing. It's gonna start any second now. A big stretch. Got my back. Sorry. I mean, yeah, White. If you have like a list of you have a list of props you think I could. I mean, we could talk about it during the Saturday meeting, but I do need to come up with some like background props, and I think I might just do that as I keep going, just to kind of like have an idea. So, but yeah, that is something I'm currently working on. So, or at least trying to get worked on. So, random boxes. Might have to write a list out eventually. Yeah. Oh gosh, wait. I have the freaking thing on that. Yeah, don't do that. Thank you. Man, now I just really want to work on my pizzeria, to be honest, guys. I've been thinking about my pizzeria more and more recently, and it's like, I wish I could go work on my pizzeria sometimes. I miss my I really do want to work on the pizzeria more, but like I want to get this going more because this is more important than the pizzeria. So, and plus like I want to port some of the models from the pizzeria over to the Wanderer as well, when the time comes. So, there we go. All right, guys, look at that. Bam. Got some nice little wall ornaments now. We can obviously take these out if you want to. But I'm gonna go ahead and create the lab chemical storage. This is basically the same thing we did with the universal rooms. We're just gonna have like all these be. Oh shoot! See, I hate when it does this. Like, I just want to take, just freaking. Can you please just take all of you and go under here? Thank you. I don't know why it just doesn't do that by default. Um, yeah, it's pretty basic. Like I said, straightforward. Okay, this room's somewhat good to go. I will go ahead and set up the light fixtures real quick here that we made, the really basic ones. The lab scenery, here we go. Lab ceiling light. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm gonna drag it into this hierarchy. Oh man, I'm sorry if I sound lethargic. Dude, I gotta eat better food. There's no if, ands, or but. Like Wildclaw is a fucking slob. He needs to eat better food. Uh, I should go to the store and get like fruit stuff more. Honestly, I kind of want to go to the store actually, but I'm not probably not going to because I'm gonna end the stream at 7 just so I can start cooking, and then I want to have food done by 8 so I can start watching my friends stream. Game wise, but the only thing we can got today, guys, today's because of for that. Oh yeah, you're gonna be playing. You're gonna be doing 7 Days to Die tonight with Wolfbane, right? I think she mentioned something about that. Yeah, I think I saw her tweet about that. Yeah, I totally forgot that 7 Days to Die is actually like 1.0 update. I think comes out today, or they have a big update today. But yeah, no, you guys enjoy yourself. Like have a lot of fun with that. I still need to play 7 Days to Die. I literally like I quite literally have not touched. I bought it. I just haven't like played it because you know I've just been not really the most productive. Uh, but yeah, no, I have it. I just like I want to play with like Elsie and the others eventually with a playthrough. But the problem is like I love playing with them. They're great, but it's also just the case of like it's like you know time zones and they always play at like different times than me, and sometimes they just get like so far ahead that it just doesn't feel like I should play anymore. Like it could be very difficult at times to play, mainly just because of that. So also, what the heck am I doing? Why don't I just like I don't know what I'm thinking. I could just do an array, actually. It'd be so much easier. Um, I think I had that issue with Valheim at one point as well, like where like some of my other friends who could just play like constantly would just like surpass me because I would be like limited in how much I could play at a point. Uh, so um so it is difficult for me to do playthroughs of people at time. I know for a fact I still have to do grounded, and I have a playthrough I started with my friends Sample and Y. We were playing grounded. We kind of got pretty far, but then I kind of just stopped playing, and then they stopped playing because I stopped playing, and I feel really bad because I feel super bad about it because I wanted to keep going, but I just ended up stopping. Uh, I do feel like super duper bad about it. Um, so I might sit down with them and say, hey, do you want to keep playing the playthrough? And then play more with them because honestly, I feel really bad. Although I think they're actually playing Fallout 76 right now, actually. So I think that's what they've been doing. So to my knowledge, at least they've been playing Fallout 76. So um, I believe so. Yes, that could be confusing. We've gotten games like Terraria. Oh man, Terraria. Okay, I need to play Terraria. I have Terraria. I've never really done a full playthrough of Terraria, but I absolutely need to sit down and actually do a playthrough of Terraria. I don't know if I'd stream it. I don't think I would stream it unless it's like a one-off stream every so often, so you guys wouldn't like see every single like you would it would be like skips and such you would see on stream. But um I mean, if I was one of those, if I was like one of those big streamers that I needed to have a game to play every week, if I was like a part of a corporation of some kinds, you know, some kind of popular VTuber corporation that I potentially might get accepted into one day, who knows? Then yeah, Terraria would be like a fun game that I could just have on the list to play and just do a whole playthrough on stream. But not in my current state because I don't stream every day, uh, and I'd work on this stuff. So yeah, it do be like that. Okay, chemical storage, you're pretty much set up, good to go. I'm gonna quickly just grab. I'm gonna quickly just grab, calculate, set. There we go. All right, so that's done. Let's look in the experimentation chamber next. This one is pretty much also okay. So, um, I have a couple games on my backlog that are like games I would love to do with my friends and such, but it's just hard. Like I just have such a hard time outreaching to people and getting things organized and just like doing playthroughs. Because a lot of the times I just like playing by myself. And it's also just like time zones can be kind of a pain in the butt sometimes too, because you might have people that are like on a completely separate time zone and they don't wake up until you go to bed. And especially if you have like work you have to like job stuff you have to deal with, like, oh, I can't stay up this late, I can't stay up this late. um oh, what the heck is what happened to the door? Wait, what is this mesh called now? Oh, it's a wall, it's not a door, it's a wall. Okay. What are games? I know, right? Yeah, no, I have that trouble doing that, just reaching out and stuff, because I just tend to be by myself most of the time, honestly. It's not like it's a bad thing, like I don't mind personally. um like I do enjoy the comfort of solitary, being solitary at times, but there are times when I want to play games with other people, and it's I just find it like difficult to reach out and do that kind of stuff. So um I don't know, like I'm so used to just being in my own little shell that it's hard sometimes to play games with other people. I do play games with people sometimes though. Like it's not like I don't. I'm just saying that sometimes I'm just not really feeling it. Uh, so that's why like I worry that I might have an issue doing collabs because I just don't reach out to people to do stuff, and I really should more often. Like absolutely I should. Uh, So I want to get better at doing that. I think, like I said, the first thing I want to do is I want to reach out to Sporks and ask her if she wants to come perform. And if she says yes, then I might go ahead and just update the entire stage. Uh, so actually, I do really want to update the model for the stage, just because, yeah, I had talked with a friend of mine, and they were telling me like, yeah, you like, if you want to, you should actually try and outreach to content creators who like want to perform and tell them they can come perform at the summer festival, um, and make it like a whole event. And it's like, yeah, I should, but I just never get around to it, or I don't know how to approach it. I don't know how to like go about actually doing that kind of like advertising and stuff. So I almost just never do it. And then there's also just like the fear of having a large audience suddenly appear at the Wanderer, and it's like, oh gosh, now we have all these people we have to deal with or like moderate or whatever, and it's just like, so um it is a little bit of a tricky situation to kind of grapple with at times. So do you put ads for innkeeping in your world? Uh, so um I think in the new version we actually do have something like that now. Um, like as of right now, no, there are currently no ads in the actual Wanderer for innkeeping, which, I mean, now that I think about it, is kind of bad. But in the new version of the Wanderer, we have a link to the group at spawn. Actually, no, we do, but it's actually my stream, not the innkeeping. Sorry. Uh, I forgot about that. Like the subway actually has a poster for Although I'm gonna be honest, guys, I actually might open up the posters in the subway and around the Wanderer to be Patreon rewards. So if you support me on Patreon, you'll be able to get an advertisement for yourself in the world. Because I know I have the advertisement board, but I might end up making it a reward thing. Like, you have to support me to get an actual ad up. And I know some people would probably be okay with that. But I had been thinking about doing that just because, frankly, it would be nice to start making a little bit of money from what I do. Like, even though money's not the main goal, like, I do like paying my bills. Uh, so ideally, I might eventually like have that be a reward. Plus, I don't have enough. I don't have like enough rewards for people who support me financially. Like, there's not really that much incentive to actually do so aside from just like the kindness of your own heart. Because like, I mean, we're gonna have the list of people who support us in the next update. That'll be updated constantly. I don't have any sort of like special triggers or anything for them. I kind of want to, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Um, and that's really about it. Yeah. So I need to sit down and do that. Um, but I think like one thing is definitely like, if you want to advertise your services in the world and if you want to support man keeping and such, then yeah, I could do that. And I should probably make one of the posters actually advertise that we do innkeeping, but I do have the group link in the world now. Actually, I could probably open it up and show you guys here real quick. Actually, here, one sec. I will actually open. Oh no, don't open Blender again. Oh my gosh, I just opened another copy of Blender. God damn it. Uh, Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. No. I'll actually open up Unity real quick and actually show you guys what I'm talking about. Performers are more used to publics. That's true. Unfortunately, with how the Wanderer is set up, I mean, we would either have to keep it like we always do, which is group public, or um, we could, if we wanted to have a night where we just have performers coming to perform, and we want to have just like a hangout session, I could make it a group only instance. So you would have to join the group to actually be able to come to the innkeeping, which, I mean, kind of goes against what I've done for innkeeping up until this point. But if it's meant to keep it kind of more safe, then that might be fine. It's like, oh, you have to join the group. And then what I could do is I could set it to where, for that particular night, I could have it to where you have to request an invite to actually join. So I could like filter through people, but that might be a bit more than what we're bargaining for. So I'm not too sure how we'll do that. Um, but those are options, I would say. So Music is a little bit loud. One sec. I gotta refresh the music because my little audio volume sync isn't working. There we go. I don't know. I don't think a link to the stream isn't. I don't think this is because if people want to hang out in VRChat, they'd want to know about an instance that they can go to rather than stream. Yeah, I know. That poster I put in the spawn area, I kind of just threw that together really quickly because I just didn't have time and I just didn't really feel like putting it together a huge poster. I'd rather commit. I think I'd rather like ask someone who's good at actually making posters to actually make me one, because I can't do it myself. I suck at it. But yeah, no, I know. I should actually advertise more so the actual like the innkeeping itself. Like we open this night and this day, rather than just the stream. Because most people are going to care more about actually coming to the sessions and stuff. I know. I just don't know how to do poster design, and when I try and do it, it doesn't look good, and then I'm not sure. Like I don't know, and then I just kind of stop doing it because I don't know how to do it. So it's like maybe I should just ask someone to make me a poster instead, but then it's like, okay, I may have to end up paying for it, and like I kind of don't want to pay for it, so that's why I don't ask someone. So it's like, because I suck at graphics design, so that's why, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I would love to, but I don't know. But I am also, luckily for you, VK has a lot of posters you can reference. I guess. I know VK does have a lot of posters, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of have an idea in my head, but I would need to go like get that all set up and stuff. So, but yeah, no, I might look into it. It's not like I'm against the idea or anything. Uh, I just have a bad habit of like updating something and then just leaving it for a while I go work on the next thing, which is unfortunately a downside. Um, but yeah, I think one of my biggest issues with outreach is really just advertising. Like I do not advertise very well. Um, so if I were to improve my advertising reach, I probably would get more people coming to Innkeeping, because it's happened before with the that one calendar app, the VRChat calendar thing that Goblox was talking to me about. I actually did put the Innkeeping on there, and we actually did end up getting someone joining because of that. So it does work. Um, it does very much actually like work, feasibly speaking. Also, I have to remove the bottom as well. It does actually work. It's definitely just like a case of just actually sitting down and doing it. So okay, that's set up. Now, before I do anything, I do realize I have to delete the bottom of these because they're gonna clip through the top of the ceiling, and that's just gonna look bad. So I have to make sure I delete the actual bottom portion of this real quick. But yeah, no, I might sit down and do that maybe. I know Ryan has been yelling at me to add milk, and honestly, it wouldn't be that hard to just model something really quickly, and just get a texture set up and just throw it in there. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I should do like I did with my avatar. I should sit down with the Wanderer for like a week or two and just fucking get this all done and get out of the way. But I also just want to keep working on this as well. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Um, Probably not going to get all of these rooms done with this like update stuff. Maybe we'll get at least the lab stuff done, um, which is fine. Ryan might also have some pointers on how to make things look good since he does. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he is good at his pictures. I just know that advertising is pretty important. Oh yeah. Sorry, I just realized. Sorry, I have the Unity version open here. One sec, I'll show you. Ryan knows how to take pictures. That's what we were saying. Oh, wrong place. Sorry, I'm opening up the Unity version real quick for you guys. One moment. There we go. So if we take you over here, so this is the new version. So as you can see, we actually have a little advertisement for the group now, and when you click on this, it'll actually open up the group in VRChat directly. So this is really nice. It's really not that small. Like it just looks small because we're hovering like this. And then we've got the supporters list, which if I were to do playtest it, I'll just do it quick here, 1 sec. Hopefully it doesn't take forever to build. It does sometimes take a moment to build. You would walk past that, really? Like, it looks so obvious to me. I don't know why you would walk past it. Yeah, like I would be like, oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, that's cool. That's really not that small. That really isn't that small. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Like, this is the best I can do. Like, I can't really put it anywhere else. So yeah, no, if you click this, it'll actually open the group link. And then here's the list of supporters, which actually we're kind of close to the maximum amount that I could put on one text thing before it starts clipping. So I need to figure out how scrolling works. And then yeah, sadly this is the only advertisement poster I can make because I suck at posters. But I might make it into being an innkeeping poster instead. You would look at why would you not notice the thing on the left here as well? It's so like, I mean, the blue. No, I think that's even worse. No one's gonna notice it along the stairs. That's even worse. Um, Here, wait. No. I guarantee you, if I put it like right here, no one's gonna see it. It's only like it's better just to be right here. I mean, I had thought about putting it like under. Honestly, I think it pops out more than the supporters, in my opinion. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. What sucks is I really wanted to put this like under the supporters thing, but the problem is that I don't want the supporters thing to be too high that you can't, like, it's like too high up. Put posters along the stairs. I don't really want to though. I kind of like how it is. I'd rather the posters be like down here, like in the subway. It looks more natural this way. Personally. But yeah, no, I wanted to put this thing under here, but the problem is like this whole thing would be I would have to raise this whole thing up, and I feel like that'd be too high for people. And I also didn't want this to be too low to the ground as well. So I wanted it to be like, I mean, like yeah, like if I kept it at the current height, I have to put it all the way up here. That just doesn't look good. So but yeah, no, if we come out here, Summer Festival, like I said, pretty much going pretty good. I might redo. Oh yeah, I also, by the way, guys, that whole stream we did when we made bleachers, I threw that all out and I actually made these ones instead. So yeah, I ended up just getting rid of those old bleachers. So we have little seats now. And then here's the stage. I might redo the stage entirely. I had been thinking about doing that. But right now it's currently the normal ones. And then the Ferris wheel actually syncs now. Thank you to Thrill King. He actually sent me the script for this. But the Ferris wheel does actually sync now. So that I'm really happy about that. So it actually does sync. I even tested it. And that's really about it. And then also, if we were to go inside, when you go inside the actual, here, I'll just show you again. Sorry, I should just show you this instead of just freaking doing this. Also, I gotta get rid of that error because that's actually from an old prefab. I don't need that anymore. Sorry, I keep forgetting to just show you guys this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it right here because I think it's fine, to be honest. I think I might put like an icon for the group just to kind of pop it out some more, but other than that, yeah. Oh, hello, mysterious figure. Let me go here. I still need to add the whole the whole like discover new areas. So if we go in here, so I actually set this up all too actually. Oh, well now the Roomba decides it doesn't want to work anymore. You were like working crazy earlier. So if we walk over here, I actually have it to where all this gets teleported over here as well. So now, yeah. Well, I guess technically that might still be really low to the ground, but I didn't like it being over here on the corner being blocked by the swim settings. So yeah, once again, same thing too. So um and I might also put extra posters here for like supporter stuff eventually. I actually might get rid of this whole entire board here, and instead of it being like this, I might make it to where like if you're a supporter, then you can have like a nice little poster there. Uh, so that's what I was thinking of doing. So just because like it'd be nice to have like a financial like an incentive to support if you wanted to support and get it something out of it. That's about it though. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with very happy with this stuff being set up. I was very because like I can just update the list now whenever somebody subscribes, and then I'm gonna keep this here just because, like I said, really basic. Just opens up the group so they can see it. Um, Although I guess like there is some criticism that I might move it into a better spot. I'm not really too sure. Um, but yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, maybe I'll make these posters into be like actual like posters like from supporters and stuff. Uh so perhaps I got that idea from that one VRChat map we went to. So okay, I just wanted to show that off. So but yeah, that file size for that map in particular, I'll actually tell you what the file size was because I have the build already done. World debugger. 186 megabytes. So this version of the Wanderer, including the Summer Festival, by the way, is 186 megabytes versus the 195 it is in the current live version. So yeah, we definitely did a good job at I definitely did a good job at compressing down the stuff and whatnot. So there's probably more I can compress down. Like there are some textures that are like a solid megabyte each. That probably don't need to be that big. Let's bring it up to 300. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's definitely more things I could definitely compress down. Um Usually the stuff in megabytes that add the most, honestly. And we have like I mean if I add all this up it will probably equal 186, I think, but yeah, it just depends. Um so I'm looking at the yeah. We just fix up some of this stuff right now. Yeah, it's all fine. That's all fine. Too high of a ratio. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's close Unity real quick. Oh man, I feel like I didn't get really too much
How
work
much
done
wood
today.
could a
Honestly,
woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck
of course he
wood?
uses the
As much wood
voice in
as
the
a
head to say
woodchuck
a
could
meme.
chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Thank you. I don't know. Did we actually finish over here? I think we did. Yeah. Okay. All right. What do we need to do next for this? I think I just needed to take this asset here and duplicate it and bring it down here. And then this is also for this is the experimental chamber, so yeah, we'll just leave that. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I understand. Luckily, this is already kind of like somewhat positioned properly. I just need to take this whole side and push it onto this wall. There we go. Look at that go. Yeah, now I just need to take this whole side and just kind of like move it more. Probably like get this side set up first and then So true. God, I'm so low energy right now. I'm not gonna lie. I have like no thoughts. I'm literally just doing this. So, oh man, that looks pretty okay actually. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty okay. Better than nothing. That's pretty much this room done as well. Light fixtures I can always add later because that's when I start doing the actual detail and like adding all that stuff. So, oh man. Oh, sorry if you heard my chair squeak. Because my chair is kind of squeaky at times because it's like so worn down. I might have to get a new one eventually here soon. I might just get one of those like expensive office chairs, like the ones that are like really good for you to sit on. Uh, just splurge the money for that because you know why not at this point? Because I don't know. Oh God, excuse me. Sorry, I got distracted. Don't even think I need to do anything else. I'm just trying to get the walls and stuff really set up, I think, at this point. Although I don't know if I'm gonna keep going at least till 7, roughly. And then I need to get my food going. Because I would like to cook some food for 8. Ugh. But it's like this is the part of the stream where it's like I can feel myself slowly slipping away. like like I'm at the point where like I'm starting to get kind of brain dead and I'm like, okay, I kind of just want to go do something that doesn't require me to think and just go like watch a video or something. Like I could feel it in my brain just starting to like slowly seep away. Which is not a bad thing. Like sometimes I just don't feel like doing anything, honestly. So but luckily we do these streams so that I can actually get some work done, and getting some work done is better than getting no work done. So I will take that win. I will take that W, as they say. That's nice. Okay, there we go. I need to get into the habit of like waking up early because like I'll be honest, if I like today I woke up at like, I mean I technically woke up at 10 a.m. but then I went back to sleep until 12 and then I went back to sleep again until 2 because I have alarms. I have an alarm that wakes me up at 10, at 12, and at 2. And usually like you know if I wake up after 12, I usually don't get much work done because I feel like the whole day is just gone at that point. Um, you're not set to what you need to be. Interesting. So I have this thing where like, you know, I like to wake up at 10. And if I wake up early at 10, I usually get quite a bit of work done because then I'll have like a good amount of time before the evening comes. Because by the time the evening hits, I don't feel like working on anything. Like I have this happen where like I'll start to get lethargic later in the day and I just won't want to work on anything. Even if I wake up late, like it still happens. It sucks. But basically what it is that like if I wake up at 10 and I do 10 a.m. because I don't like waking up at 8. I hate waking up at 8. I think 8's too early, at least for me. Well, I wouldn't say 8 is too early, but it's hard to get started later in the day. Yeah, pretty much. That's honestly fair. That's literally what I'm trying to say. It's just like stumbling my words right now. But if I try to wake up at 10 because 10 is usually a good median time. Like it's not too early, but it's not too late in the day. Good place to start the day. If I wake up at 10 and I actually get out of bed, then I can usually get quite a bit done. But sometimes I might stay up too late at night and then I go to bed and I'm like, okay, I actually want to get a full night's of sleep. So I'll wake up at 10 because of my alarm, but then I'll actually just go to sleep again. And I have an alarm that wakes me up at 12 p.m. And my 12 p.m. alarm, that's usually like the latest I want to try waking up. But sometimes if it's like I'm just really tired and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, then I will just go back to sleep. Like I will just freaking go, just sleep. And that does happen sometimes. I think today was one of those days. Uh have you tried setting alarms at 2? No, I don't do that because that's annoying. Like I know like I should, but like I know that I'm gonna just self-sabotage myself by just turning off the alarms the night before, because that's how it's always been, where it's like, oh, if I'm like going to bed at like really late at night, then it's be like, okay, I want to actually get full sleep, so I'll just turn off this alarm, unfortunately. So it doesn't work. uh but who knows, maybe I'll try it again sometime. But no, like it's really just a case of I just need to have more motivation to get out of bed, because sometimes I'll just be like, I just really want to get a full night's sleep, uh and even if I stay up late. So um that's why, like, I feel like if I start taking commissions, I'll be more motivated to actually get out of bed, because all the stuff I work on right now isn't really stuff that makes money, and there's not like money on the line and stuff, and it's not like my reputation's on the line or anything if I fail a commission. It's not like my reputation's on the line right now because I'm not doing like anything related to commissions and stuff. um I mean, like, we had the spooktality stuff, yeah, like that's definitely on the table, but there's not really a consequence to not getting it done on time. The only real consequence is pretty much just maybe not being able to do spooktality. Like, we'll still probably get the map out eventually, but we just wouldn't be able to do it at spooktality. But there is kind of a consequence when you do a commission and you don't do it on time. Like maybe you don't get paid, or you don't get paid the other half, or depending on how you do your pay stuff. There is a consequence to that. So that's kind of why, like, at least in my eyes, I feel like if I did start taking commissions for worlds and stuff, I would be very, very, very encouraged to wake up early to actually get it done, instead of just being like lazy and just not wanting to get up and do it. At least that's like my mindset, and I think if I did take a commission, I would actually get very serious about it. Like I would be very serious and communicate that and such. Which is why I want to, but to do that, I have to, I have to finish the. I mean, obviously, to do that, I have to finish the pizzeria, because I want to finish the pizzeria as a portfolio point. But obviously, like, at that point, it's also just the same argument, because like there isn't any consequence to not finishing it. I mean, I obviously I won't be able to use it for portfolio, but there's not really like a severe consequence. You know what I mean? So it's once again, it's just one of those situations where, yeah, it's just like I said, there's no real consequence to it. So that's kind of why, like, I do want to do that, and I do want to take commissions. But I don't think I'll actually take commissions until probably after after this map is done. Until after I finish. At least until I won't take commissions until after I finish the pizzeria, because I want to get the pizzeria done at least as like a portfolio point, and then I'll probably just start advertising and be like, hey, I accept world commissions. Although I might ask my friend how he does his advertising, because I don't want to be too public about it, because I feel like I mean, like, I have to figure out what a good rate is for, advertising, because frankly, in my mind, like, my world commissions, if I'm doing it for one particular person, it's going to be expensive, because, like, I'm basically going to be working on your commission pretty much. You can add all those beaker flasks and stuff as an asset pack. So true, so true. I could sell those. Actually, I was mentioning that on I was talking to my friends about that during sorry, one sec. I was talking to my friends about that during VCAT yesterday, because we had come across a booth that was basically just advertising furniture, and we also came across a booth that was advertising like a pre-modular world that you could buy for like $10, 10 USD, and just modify for yourself. And it's like, maybe I should just make something like that. Maybe I should just make like a basic like a really straightforward, basic home world that looks good. Um, and do that, you know? Uh, like maybe I should just sit down and fucking do that. Also, I just realized that this wall is double sided, which is kind of annoying because I want to cut into this, so I might actually. Oh, see, no, but it's actually part of the mesh itself. See, that's super annoying. It's very annoying, actually. Maybe the hallway won't actually have the boundaries on the bottom. Uh we can leave it. That's fine. We don't have to add the boundaries on the bottom. Well, I kind of want to because now it's gonna look weird without it. So yeah, most of just assets. Yeah, are those who just sell this? Yeah, like I could do that. I mean, I mean, like I said, I honestly I even thought about putting the pizzeria as an asset to sell. Like imagine that, like selling the pizzeria. Like if I just make it to where like you could have like your own posters and all this other stuff. Like I feel like I could absolutely just have it to where you can quite literally um like just basically sell, like just basically buy the pizzeria for like a decent price and make your own. uh I've thought about doing that, but I'm not really too sure. I feel like I would use it more as a portfolio, and then I would maybe make like a modular world or something. Like I don't know. I mean, there's already like a good amount of people who already make like modular worlds that are really good. I don't think I could really compete with that. I would want to make something that they haven't made yet, something that's like kind of niche, you know. But I don't know what that would be. Also, yeah, this is gonna piss me off because see, it's like, oh god, why did I make the model like this? This is so bad. Just take away these for a second. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this real quick. One sec. Oh my lord, why is all this stuff so disconnected? Oh my god. Oh lordy, 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 lordy. It's all vertice. It's all vertice. Or I guess just delete the vertice, I guess. Uh Merge by distance. There we go. Most likely just make cozy hangout spots. Yeah, that's what people tend to want, is they just want cozy hangout spots. I mean, like I kind of like the idea of pursuing more of a commission path like Legends does, where he makes like specific worlds catered to the commissioned person in question. Um I think that would be more interesting. But I mean, there are times when you could just make, like, I could just make a world that's just like, hey, here's a nice cozy like interesting environment or something. I don't know. I mean, obviously that would require some work and some thought process to do it, but I just go online and I look up like modern day home or something. Or hell, I could just make my house as a asset. You get your own suburban house. Maybe I wonder if someone has actually created a suburban house as an asset to sell, because all the ones I see don't usually have exteriors. They're usually just interiors. Imagine like your own suburban house that you can buy, and like the world includes like, it's literally like what you buy is the actual Unity scene that includes it as well. So you can just have like your own little like suburban house. Oh, that okay. Now I'm getting an idea for something. Okay, see now I'm thinking of like an idea, but I don't know if I'll actually do it because I'll see what the frick is going on with this like wall here. What is this? Okay, so that's attached there. That's not attached there. That's not attached. That's attached there. So it's not attached. So okay, so this. Okay, so just do this for a second. Sorry, I gotta fix this. It's gonna irritate me if I don't. Okay. Okay. And then By distance. There we go. God, finally. Um. Also, are these actually facing the right way? Oh, okay. So these two faces, I'm gonna fix these two faces in a bit here. Um, I don't know, but like I said, the whole thing is just like with my own projects, like it just feels like there's no consequence to not sleeping in, and it might just be my living style and how I live and what I eat, and it just makes me feel lethargic and I'm just tired all the time. That could be there could be an argument for the fact that I might need to just change up how I live, just so I could be a little better, but that's more personal topics that I wouldn't really want to talk about on stream per se. um but they do definitely exist and they are valid, so um but that's topics for probably another day, honestly. um but you know what I mean, so something I talk about like personally with friends more so than on stream directly. uh but I do want to. It's just fighting with my own laziness. And I'll always say it's laziness just cuz like it does kind of boil down to just not being productive enough and not getting enough work done and yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff. That face looks weird to me. Never mind. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, okay, what? I have a question for chat. What kind of world would you buy from Booth? We're not talking about getting a specific commission from an individual art. Okay, well, maybe that too. So we'll include that as well with the question. Like, if you either had to commission someone for a specific world for your needs, or you wanted to go to Booth and buy a world for your needs, like what kind of stuff would you be buying? What kind of world would you be buying? Is there like a particular theming you're going for? Is there kinds of like assets you're ideally wanting to get? Like what's the mo? You know, like what's the deal? You know, what are we looking for specifically? Like I'm curious what you guys would want to get. And this is also for the VOD viewers on YouTube. You can comment on the VOD as well and tell me what you think. If you actually watched this far, I highly doubt it, but you know, some of y'all are crazy, so I wouldn't be surprised. Um, but yeah, no, I'm curious, like, cause I feel like I would probably either get like a house or maybe just like a small room with just a few extra side rooms that would be for like purposes like, oh, maybe for avatar testing or whatnot. Because I like the idea of a homeworld. To me is very much like it's where I spawn in, it's where like I just want to be cozy. um and I haven't had this happen yet, but maybe like a place where like I can invite friends to come hang out with me if I'm just chilling in VR chat working on stuff. um and some places have like a video player so I could watch videos with friends, like stuff like that. Like having a TV and everything as well. Honestly, like just I mean recreating like my house would be a pretty good home world in my opinion. So that's what I would probably say, to be honest. That's at least my thought on it. At least because I've always kind of wanted to point to recreate my house in VR chat and make it my home world. I think it'd be really fun. But I just have not done that yet. So also I just realized this is going to definitely be an issue because of the walls like this. I might need to cut these a little bit to make sure they don't come all the way out. Actually, I would probably want to do that before I start extruding because I just realized that that is annoying. Okay, so actually what we want to do, we want to cut from here, here. There we go. Yeah, but who knows? I was just curious what you guys thought. A dream house, home, a scenic world, or a world that tells a story that I want. For your home world, though, well, okay, not your home world. I guess we're just talking about like what kind of world would you want to buy in general. Yeah, so okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. I get you. I get you. Starting tomorrow, I should watch. I see. You asked what we would commission. Yes, okay, you are right. I'm sorry. I got too sucked into the whole homeworld aspect. But yes, I did ask just in general, like what kind of world would you commission? So a dream house room, a scenic world, or a world that tells a story. So I think if I was to do world commissions, I probably wouldn't necessarily make worlds that have a huge amount of functionality. I would make ones that like probably look good and are like scenic. Um but I don't know if I'd make one that has like a bunch of like a bunch of udon in the background and stuff. Plenty of people have story ideas that want to tell, but they can't make the worlds to tell a story. It depends on what you mean by tell a story, because like I'm just thinking like what I would do as a commission. Like if someone asked me, um, yeah, I mean obviously it's gonna be price. Listen, like if the deadline for a world is like 2 months, you're gonna be paying 2 months of my rent. Like that's what we're talking about price wise, right? Like if we have a deadline, you're gonna be paying my rent for those 2 months because I'm gonna be working on your world full time. So that is the price tag that I have set forth. Uh, and for context, I'll give you an example. Like this is like currently what I think my pricing will be. But I'm making because I'm making everything from scratch for the most part. I'm pretty much making most things from scratch, if not all of it. So I'm probably going to be working on it pretty much full time. At least ideally trying to work on it full time. And like I said, that the agency X of my book at the same name. That's super. Send me the picture of the exterior. Can you send me a picture of the exterior? I'm kind of curious what that looks like. The agency X from my book of the same name. That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Because I know I was talking with Legends, and Legends was like the hardest thing about commissions is usually capturing what the commissioner actually wants, like what they actually want in their commission, and that's always the hardest part. Uh, oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. Like that's why I need a portfolio because I want to be able to actually advertise that I can make these kind of worlds, but you just would have to pay you have to pay for it and stuff. So, um, that's why the portfolio is so freaking important so that people know that I can actually make this stuff. But yeah, no, like you guys probably wouldn't pay. You're probably not looking to pay like twice your basically 2 months worth of rent for a world right now, obviously. Oh, that really isn't that bad to model actually. I could totally make that. Okay. That's actually pretty okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I could totally make that. That is not out of my ballpark. Pretty interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at this image Ryan sent me. It actually looks pretty good. But yeah, no, I imagine you guys wouldn't be the ones that be commissioning like $1,000 worlds and stuff. More so you'd rather just get like some kind of pre-made world that costs like maybe $10 or even something like that, and then modify it to your purposes. But then again, if you have the money to splurge, then finding the right person is obviously going to be difficult because some people might not have the skill set for it, or you just don't know what their background is because they don't have a portfolio. Uh, oh, that's cool. It'd be nice if I could get to the point where like Legends is, but the thing with Legends is that he's been doing this for a few years now, and he has like a pretty decent portfolio of worlds and stuff. So people already kind of know who he is and stuff. So unfortunately, I'm not really well known. I have the Wanderer, but that's not really a good portfolio piece. Like it's I feel like I did an okay job on it, but I feel like I could even do better and stuff. And yeah, it's definitely lacking in some departments especially, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's good. Like there's still a lot of the interior stuff I really want to redo now. um Other than that, original Little in the Woods. Yeah. No, I'm just honestly curious to see what you guys were like, what kind of worlds you guys are thinking of. So it's really insightful. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys telling me. um because like it gives me an idea of like what kind of worlds people would want to commission, and I guess it really just depends on the person. So maybe I guess Legends was right when he told me that one of the hardest parts about world commissions is that you're just trying to capture the image that the commissioner has, and that could be very hard to do. Um, so, but yeah, no, I mean like, listen, I mean, hey, I'm here, so it's like if you ever looking to splurge money on a world, by all means, freaking hit me up. I'd be happy to take that commission. Small Japanese apartment, but I think probably not because there are very cool ones already. I mean, there is that prefab Japanese apartment that I see around a lot that gets used. I might make one just to make a different variation of it because I totally could see people just wanting to have a different variation of a Japanese apartment. Uh, so you have to ask 1,000 questions to get a half decent picture. Well, yeah, or you just actually provide like reference material and images of what you want. That also helps too, by the way. Uh, but you just have to be very thorough with asking the person that's commissioning you what they want, and then you have to be communicative. You have to be talking with them constantly, and like every time you're making stuff, it's like you want to like pass it through to them so that they see it and they can approve it. There's definitely a process to it, that I will have to just get used to, um, if I start doing these sort of commissions, especially if it's someone that I never have met before. Because I know the Dalek HQ. I know, like I said, I keep joking with Turbo about this, but I know he's mentioned to me like he was curious in commissioning me to set up the Scaro in Unity, because they wanted someone to set it up in Unity, and I told him I'd be fine with that. Remember our back and forth of fleshing out the theme. Oh yeah, true. We did go back and forth quite a lot because in reality, I kind of had like a vague picture, but I didn't really have like the specifics. I just kind of had something. So yeah, it's true. That's actually a very good example. Thank you for mentioning that. I keep forgetting about that. We had that whole back and forth about what the actual theme was going to be. Just the favorite world hangout since such as Great Pug. Oh, like the Great Pug style. I mean, I guess yeah. Like if you just want to emulate a world as well. Ah man, yeah, White. I forgot we did have that whole back and forth. I forgot that that was quite a tricky one because I I kind of knew what I wanted, but I also didn't know what I wanted. And I was like, I just had this idea, but then in reality, it was like, you know, it actually needed to be fleshed out more because it was very much lacking. Uh, yeah, like, thank you for reminding me about that. There are a few hard things. For example, move from the throne room to floating island in the back of that throne. The commissioner will probably also often not have a good slides of what they want, so you need to keep asking them questions for them to think of aspects. Yeah, that's true. Very much like you need to be very thorough with asking them what they want because maybe they don't know what they want. But if you tell them, if you ask them, like, hey, listen, what are you looking for? What kind of things are you thinking of? What are you expecting to get out of this? Like, it's very much like, yeah, there is definitely an error of there is very much an aura of like you really just need to iron it out and try and get the best answer out of them because they're probably not going to even know what they want. So I might even dude, I want to talk to Legends now because I'm actually curious what his process is like. Because my friend Y has done world commissions, but the difference is that they don't do it for individual people. They did it for a company, and that's a bit different because the company knows what they want. They just ask you to make it. So, um, so there's definitely a difference between being commissioned by, say, a giant VTuber company versus being commissioned by an individual person. Because usually one of them will know what they want, the other one doesn't know what they want. So, so yeah, I could totally see that being a doozy to try and figure that out. So also, I'm gonna be finishing this room here, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up because I do need to go start cooking food. Um, we still got a little bit longer though, because I'm just like fixing up all this stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be something I have to be very thorough about. Like I have to make sure I ask them. No, they absolutely did not know what they want. Oh, you mean the company? I don't know. I'm inclined to disagree. I'd say the company probably knows what they want. They just want people to make it, and they tell you what they want, and then you make it. It's not really the place. I don't really know if it's like when you're being commissioned by a company if you can actually like suggest things. I think they just kind of want you to do it. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Um, I could be completely wrong. No, I don't think I'm ever going to reach the point where I get commissioned by like a company, so I'm not really too stressed out about that. But it's definitely easier to talk to individual people than it is to talk to a company, probably. You don't have to go through so many hurdles and such. So I guarantee that no matter who you ask, they will not have everything fleshed out. Uh, I mean, fair enough. I get where you're coming from, so fair enough. Uh, I still would say the company might know what they want. They just need someone to make it. That's all. But fair enough. Yeah. Now I just got to delete all these edges here. Actually, we'll just delete the edges and just do this here. Oh god, brain dead. Sorry. Delete all the bottom faces here. They want something, yeah. Honestly, my biggest issue is just going to be advertising. I don't really get much reach on Twitter anyway, so it's going to be very difficult to actually get any sort of advertising going. Uh, so I might just make a world and hope that it gets popular, and then make sure I put an advertisement in the world that says I take world commissions, and then just see if anyone happens to reach out to me through that. Because like I said, my friend got lucky because they made a really nice world, just for fun, and they got reached out to by you know by the organization because their VTubers really enjoyed the world and they wanted their own version of it. So it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So if only. I do have my own worlds I want to make as well. I still want to really make that museum world. It's been on my mind more. But obviously, one step at a time. I'm already having enough trouble finishing the pizzeria as it is and getting this done. There's no way I could also try and work on another world while trying to get this world done. So yeah, I think I gotta hold myself back a little bit just so I'm not like going too crazy trying to get a bunch of stuff done at once. Well, not hold myself back, but more so just hold myself back so I don't set myself up for failure. Pretty much is what I was trying to say. Sorry. Okay, how does that look actually? Yeah, and then I need to crease up the wall here. I mean, hell, I might even get rid of this whole room here and just turn this into a freaking just hallway. Honestly, we'll see. It looks pretty okay. And these are the two hallways that turn into rooms. So, oh man. Okay, let's get the pillars in here, and then we might stop there. But yeah, no, I like I said, I'm very, very glad you guys gave me your thoughts on what you would commission. I'm assuming everyone has their own different things that they would want to commission, and I would just have to make sure I'd be thorough with asking people like, hey, like what do you actually want? Uh, so I guess that makes sense what Legends told me. Like I said, he said the hardest part was getting the vision of the commission done, like kind of figuring out what they actually wanted, because some people don't know what they actually want. They just kind of want something. um so the one asking me is still, yeah, that's true. Pricing is also just like I said, interesting to figure out because I know for a fact I would definitely, if I'm making a world from scratch, I 100% absolutely would be charging, like I'm gonna basically be working on it full time, uh, for the most part. So for how long I work, like I might have to set like a rate or something. I don't know, but it would be expensive because, like I said, getting a world commission from scratch is not going to be a cheap thing. So if you're ever thinking about getting a world commission from scratch, just know that it's not going to be in the triple digits. It's going to be in the quadruple digits. It's going to be in the 4 digits, definitely. It's not going to be in the 3 digits, I think. I mean, it depends on the world. So, like some people on Fiverr, I think will commission, like will take commissions for worlds for very cheap, but you're not getting a good product out of it. You're getting like pre-made assets that they just throw together in Unity to make your world. You're not getting like an actual like tailored custom thing. You're getting just like, hey, here's a bunch of assets I found. There you go. Which there's not necessarily an issue with that if that's what you're looking for. But I mean, that's what you're getting for cheap. So just keep that in mind if you happen to ever want to commission worlds. But I know I've talked to my friends and they've told me the prices that they would commission for to make worlds from scratch, and it's definitely up there. I won't say the exact amounts, but it's definitely up there. Um, so you just got to be ready to splurge that money, guys. Splurge that money. Personally, I probably wouldn't commission a world because, well, I can make it. Um, I guess that's the nice part of being an epic world creator is I can literally just sit down and actually make the worlds I want in question. Uh, Obviously, um, probably like I might get busy with other projects, but I mean, it's weird. Like on one hand, it's very nice being able to make your own stuff, but because of that, you kind of end up not actually having a lot of time to work on it because you tend to use those skills for things like commissions and whatnot. So it actually can be kind of difficult to actually utilize your skills to make things you want to make. Although in my case, since I'm doing it as just a hobby, I mean, yeah, I can just make what I want to make. Uh, like I know how to do it. Like even the thing Ryan sent me as a picture, I could actually just sit down and make that if I focused on it. Like it's not really that difficult. Like I know all the skills necessary for it. But it just depends on what your priorities are. So like I still have so many ideas I would love to try and make, but it's very much just ooh, just a issue. Casual guts. I just make what I want to make, Yeah. They'd be asking you may also include them being unable to design. Well, oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, that's what commissions are all about. Like you get commissioned because you're being asked to make this thing. So that's fair. Yeah, because yeah, like I said, it really is just like I mean I can't make it, so can I pay you to make it? I know that feeling because I have that sometimes too with things, like especially with like hardware and software. It's like there's probably ways you can make it yourself and stuff and like soldering and all that, but it's like no, I think I'd rather just pay you to make it for me because I'm not going to go through the effort of learning how to do this. I'd rather would just pay you and then move on. So yeah, that's definitely something as well. Okay, well the main entrance is basically done. I just have to either fix up this room or just turn it into a like just cut this whole section out. I want this to be a room, but then I would have to like I have to take the walls and like extrude them in and stuff, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. We didn't get all the lab stuff done today for the fixing up, but we're getting there. Probably work on this other stuff on my own time. My problem is I usually don't commission things, so I'm afraid to move on quickly and won't use what I commissioned. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's fair. Because like you don't want to spend like a lot of money on a specific world commission only for you to just not want to use it anymore. And then I would move on. Well, I mean that's just the inevitability of it. You always move on. So I mean it's nice to be able to commission it and have it for the time, but yeah, it just depends. because like a lot of the people I tend to see that are commissioning like a specific world from a world commissioner are like usually content creators that have these worlds that they just use for a while for a long time. Like I think in your case you would probably be better off taking like a booth world and modifying it to your purposes, but then again some of them don't really fit that like classic feel that you want to go for. So yeah, I mean honestly I should go look at what kind of booth worlds are available and actually see what the market is like, and then see like what I could potentially make that stands out from it. But I just haven't gotten to that point yet. So okay guys, we are going to stop there because I need to go start making food because my friend will start streaming in an hour. I think we did a pretty good job. We got some work done, got some models made. Sadly, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to because I kind of got lost and confused, but I'm glad I forced myself to do this stream today because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten much work done. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for the innkeeping as usual. I need to make an announcement regarding the summer festival because the deadline's coming up here soon.
Yummy liquids. Have
yeah,
fun.
The deadline for the summer festival is actually coming up here soon. I'm gonna actually look at the deadline because I always kind of forget what the actual time was. We are looking at next Saturday. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday is the deadline for booth submissions, and then the world will be public in 2 weeks from now. So you got about a week for your booth submissions for the summer festival, and then you get about 2 weeks for the festival actually going live. I will probably make an announcement tomorrow or Saturday in regards to that information, just so people are aware. But anyway, you guys enjoy yourselves. I'm actually going to do a raid here, guys. I've been meaning to do raids more, so I'm actually going to do a raid. I need to figure out who I want to raid though. I don't think anyone I'm following is raiding right now, unfortunately. So that is unfortunate. Gura doesn't stream on Twitch. Gura definitely does not stream on Twitch. I will, however, sorry, I'm gonna look up someone real quick that we can go raid. You guys don't have to watch them obviously when we raid them because I know you just do it for fun, but yeah, he's not streaming right now, is he? No. Oh gosh, who the heck do I want to stream on Twitch? I have like a list of people I could stream. I need to go look them up real quick. Like none of the people that I follow are streaming right now. Yeah, I was gonna raid a larger VTuber, but I don't know what VTuber I could go raid on Twitch. No. What was her name? Gosh, I'm like trying to think of a VTuber. God, I don't know what their Twitch handle is. You're gonna have to bear with me for a second, guys, while we get this set up here, because Wildclaw does not know names, and I am Chibi Doki. Who the heck is Chibi Doki? Oh, okay, that's someone. Oh, okay. Oh, is that the one that was doing like the female girl? I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, they're streaming right now. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? I've never rated them. We can absolutely go raid them right now. They have like 2.5k viewers right now, so we can go raid them. Cause why not? So they seem cool. So all right, guys. I will see you guys later. Please save your brains. I don't know what this raid's gonna be like, but yeah. yeah. You know what I mean, guys? All right. Go have fun. Get out of here.
You are having fun and you are streaming. You are a good streamer. We need to normalize not wanting to improve all the time. Do you know what I mean? You can stream and not be amazing at it, but have fun, and that makes you a good streamer. Like that is the most important part. Like if you stream at 2 FPS with a bad mic and like all your bio sucks, but you have fun, who cares? And you want to keep it that way? Yeah, look at Mags, for example. Yeah. Who cares? Have fun. Like art. I suck at art.